Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel, and as I've said, this year we're gonna kick it off by looking at a bunch of games that you guys have either recommended to me, or it just popped up on my Steam page. And, you know, it got recommended to me by the Steam algorithm, which is mostly gonna be RTS games, survival, tower defense, and all that. And this one in particular is special because every single time... Hold on. Might be a little bit too loud, hopefully not. So every single time we had a discussion around what are you guys playing recently, this game popped up. So I have no doubt that this is actually going to be an amazing game, but I cannot wait to try this out. We're going to go with our usual first impressions format, which is we're going to take a peek at the options and then run a few games, you know, maybe an hour or two, put an hour or two into the game and see what it has to offer. I'm going to go into sound first because this might be extremely loud. Okay, global sound, let's pull this down. Cannot drag it, that's interesting. Okay, let's go with around 75. Hopefully that's gonna be good. Okay, one more thing. Graphics, full borderless window, sure. Okay, VSync, I hate VSync. Texture quality, let's put everything on max to see how it looks like. Capture quality, I have no idea. Whatever. New configuration requires the game to be restarted. Okay, well, let's wait for the game to restart them. So yeah, this game is extremely interesting because I've never been recommended by so many of you a single game before. And that's really what makes it interesting for me. Okay. New game, let's see. We have campaign, we have survival game, we have challenge of the week, and we have custom levels. Okay, interesting one of things to do. Challenge of the week, custom level, nice. I think we're gonna go with survival. I'm pretty sure that's what you guys want to see, and also what I kind of want to play. Please write the name you wish to identify this survival game. Okay, we need to, let's go survival, sure. Okay, map type, the Dark Moorland, which is locked. This theme is locked. You have to win a survival game for the theme, the Deep Forest, with a score factor of 20% to unlock this theme. Okay, so these map types are essentially themes, and there's quite a few, 2, 4, 6 different types. Okay, the Deep Forest is the one that's the only one that's not locked, so I guess we're gonna go with that. Game duration, 100 days challenging. To win the game, you have to create a colony and stay alive for the duration of the game. Okay, so we have a total number of... Okay, so this is the total number of days we need to... No, it's actually not. Because if we increase that, then it's gonna be easier. So I'm guessing it's kind of like From Glory to Goo, you know, where the game is shorter, that's actually more difficult, because that means the waves, maybe it even says, hold on, the hordes of the infected are the same regardless of the duration selected, therefore the longer the duration, yep, the easier the game will be, as you will have more time to build your defenses before the horde. Okay, so instead of like, you know, I should probably read things first before going into deep discussions and deep investigations. Good. Infected population, very low population. This parameter affects how many infected are on the map from the beginning and the size of the hordes that periodically come to the colony. Very low population. So that's very low infected population. You know what, let's go with the defaults for this, first impressions, and see what this game is about. Super excited. Like I said, nothing has been recommended to me this much as this game. Ooh. Mysterious and also extremely dark. Okay, so it looks like we have a little bit of pause, which you can pause by space. Man, I gotta say, I love the fact that space has become a de facto standard for pausing a game of this type. Very nice. Okay, let's see what we have, because I'm not sure if I missed it, but there doesn't seem to be any tutorials, which I normally don't really like, unless we can enable something in the options. Show visible alerts. This was graphics, we have seen this. Okay, so apparently there is no tutorial, so I guess we're gonna be figuring it out as we go. Okay, good, then at least we can pause it, right? So we have the command center. What's all this? Defensive barriers. Colonists. Gold income. Worker supply. Food supply. Energy supply. Okay, so it gives us, I guess, some default values for all the resources and colonists and all that stuff. Maybe, yes. Okay, we can colonists, dwelling for the colonists. Okay, resources structures dedicated to the resource production. Okay, so these are the things that we can build. Good. A command center, select the command center, enter. So it's technically by clicking it. That's the same as enter. Okay. Mayors of the colony. No idea what that is. Game menu. Okay. We have colonists, total population of the colony. And here's our resources. Okay, so we have colonists, we have workers, we have food production, we have energy production, we have gold. Yeah, and there it is. The command center gives us 200, which is the same as this one. Okay, good. Fantastic. But we're only getting 193, so I'm guessing maybe our starting units have some upkeep. Yep, makes sense. Wood production 0 every 8 hours, unlucky. We have stone, we have iron, and we have oil. Interesting. What's also interesting, if this is food production, then why isn't displayed the same way as these ones? And also energy production. Available in total production. Okay, maybe I just don't understand it. Okay, so what should we do? I guess we're gonna, I don't know, unpause and move out. So what is this? This is a ranger. This is a soldier.
Let's go.
Very interesting graphic style, I gotta say. I'm not even sure what I would call this, because this is definitely not those cartoonish like graphic styles, but also it's not extremely realistic. It's like it's a very interesting mix between the two, actually. Okay. Can we do stuff like attack, move, and all that? Because that's what I'm looking for when I'm first starting these games. So we can attack, order unit to attack a selected target. Target selected is a position on the map or the minimap. The unit will travel to this position, but will attack any enemy. Okay, so that's attack moving. Okay, it's probably...
What's up?
I would probably call this like attack move instead of attack then, because usually attack... Hold on, I'm moving to the other screen. That's not good. 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, so these are probably what I'm going to go for. Actually, not window mode. I'm just going to go... I took off the full borderless window and I said log the mouse cursor to the screen. Okay. And it also requires a restart. I gotta say, I'm gonna leave this in the video because, you know, this is the first impression and I like to keep everything in the video. Not because I'm lazy to edit it, but because this is how I do genuine first impressions. The fact that you need to restart the game for every single thing, like taking off full screen borderless or whatever, is... that's probably the first thing that is not actually good. Okay, we can continue. This is the survival game that we started. Okay, interesting. Yeah, not really a big fan of that. That's really old school and these days probably not needed for everything to be for restart. Okay, but now I can actually pan the camera because that's what I couldn't do previously. Perfect. Okay, so I'm guessing let's unpause as I mentioned. We're gonna go into the command center colonists and we're gonna go with the tent. So this is only building, or others are not unlocked yet. That's difficult to tell. We'll see. Tent, basic dwelling for the colonists. Colonists provide gold and workers for the colony. It provides 4 colonists, 2 workers, and some gold income. Okay. So we cannot build right next to the command center. Okay, but let's just put it over here. Okay, and it keeps it selected, so we can pop down more. I mean, usually in these games we go with, you know, like in From Glory to Good, we go with a bunch of habs, and in Age of Darkness we go with a bunch of houses. So I guess it makes sense to build as much as we can, and we'll go from there. Okay, the controls seem to be pretty snappy, so I'm at least yeah, so far I'm actually liking all of this from the RTS side of things, not from the options menu side of things, because that is ridiculous. Okay, let's just explore. What is that, oil?
What's
Sure.
up? Any infected around?
Tell me.
What?
Oh, I think that's an infected. Yeah, infested young.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Okay, and that's the ranger going in. Okay.
Ready and waiting.
Let's see the soldier. Oh, that, yeah, soldier. I wonder if the soldier is like a hero unit, like in From Glory to Good, for example, the captain, or is this just in general a better unit? Gun has a pretty meaty sound, I like that, or beefy sound. Okay. Let's select the commands. It's kind of interesting that you need to select the command center just to build some things. It's an interesting decision. So what should... I don't even know what we should be going for. Resources. Hunter cottage. Produces food. Okay. Yeah, so this food production... hold on. Produces food by hunting animals from the surrounding surroundings like forests and grasslands. Okay, so that's going to give us 15 food, or 15 food production. The reason I'm a little bit confused right now, because so far it seems that, for example, food here is basically water in From Glory to Goo, and it's not actually produced. Well, there it is produced. Sorry. Then another example would be, well, food from Age of Darkness, right? So I'm still not entirely sure if this is food from Age of Darkness or is it water from Glory to Goo, because the two are not the same. One is being produced, like here gold and wood is actually being produced, and it will be produced, it looks like, every 8 in-game hours. But static stuff like...
Building completed.
Yeah, so this gave us... So this gave us 15 food, but this isn't getting produced in the classic sense that this will always produce 15 food. This is just 15 food static, and that's it, from what I can tell. Okay, so actually a lot of similarities with both of those games, which is nice. On Fisherman Cottage, okay. So this we need to put next to the water, but we cannot because this building doesn't have access to energy in that area. Okay, unlucky. A sawmill produces wood from the surrounding trees. Okay, let's see. So I wonder if I put it next to the little farm, will it reduce the amount of food that we are producing? Because that would make kind of sense. Otherwise, you could abuse the system quite easily. You know what? I'm just going to put it over here, maybe. Let's go. Okay, so that is getting built. Good. And that is actually going to produce wood for us, I'm pretty sure. Gold is... Yeah, we have a shit ton of gold. So let's see. Now we can build more tents. Okay. And this very... actually here, this might be the energy radius that we can actually build stuff on, yeah? Yeah, because if I go off and try to build, then it says that we don't have any energy. Okay, so let's see. Energy... Tesla Tower extends the energy range of the colony. Perfect. This is exactly what we need to build the food thing. And we also have the mill, which generates energy for the colony. Provides...
For your mayor.
Wow. Choose your mayor. Okay. You will prove to be the man with the vision if you choose this guy as your mayor. The extra lookout tower that comes with him will also help. So with this guy, we get a lookout tower. Okay. And with the other one, we get a +2 wood production from sawmills. I'm actually quite a big fan of that. I mean, the lookout tower is probably good. But I'm going to go with Lisa. No, I have to press the choose button. Okay, interesting. Okay. So with things, I'm not gonna lie, some of these things are very weird. Like, why can I just not click the portrait of the mayor that I'm selecting? Okay, Tesla Tower. So this will indeed extend the range. So I'm gonna put one over here, and that will hopefully cover this area where we can put down our little fishing camp, fisherman cottage. Okay, good. So now we have an insane amount of gold. Should probably use it. And what else do we have? We have industry and trade, warehouse. For this we need wood. We have wood coming in. We don't have stone coming in though. Okay. And wood workshop. Wood workshop. Well, we're familiar with wood workshops, that's for sure. On soldier center, trains different military units depending on technology level reached. For this we need stone. Okay, you know what? I kind of want some soldiers. How do we make stone? Quarry. Perfect. I mean, just have enough resources for this. Collects minerals like stone, iron, and gold. So it collects from all the location. Isn't this stone? No. No, actually, this is stone right here. That little thingy. Okay. Then let's put one over here. Maybe that too is not that good. I'm gonna pull back a few soldiers.
What do you want now?
Okay, so actually this isn't stone next to us.
What's up? Any infected around?
This is stone right here. Well, the problem is if I'm hovering over this, I'm not getting any tooltips, which is...
Yeah.
It is annoying as a beginner. Later on, it's not going to be that annoying.
This better be good. Gotcha.
Now this is a better
Okay.
plot. Okay, so this is stone and then it's probably iron.
You order?
And what's all this?
Gotcha.
Oh my god, that's a shitload of gold. Probably shouldn't have picked that up. Okay. So in order to build more tents, which is in turn going to give us colonists, so this is very From Glory to Goo like actually. Yeah, this is extremely similar, or maybe that is similar to this one. That's probably more accurate. Okay, so we need more food, and in turn we can build more tents. So this is gonna be 10 food, and it's I'm going to cover the area until that. This is gonna give us 12 food. Okay, and we can bring one out here for another 12 food, perfect. And we can also build a fisherman's cottage. 16 food, okay, so we can build a ton of tents after this one.
Are you sure?
Can we patrol? I think I saw it somewhere. Yes, patrol, good.
Yes, tell me.
So let's patrol until here.
You again.
Yeah, the gameplay is actually more From Glory to Goo than Age of Darkness so far. It's actually already shooting an infected, so it looks like the infected are in fact going to come for us. We can just chill out, okay? And now we can build quarries. No, we cannot because we don't have energy, which we can build, or we can extend with the Tesla towers. Okay, so let's extend one. Yeah, let's extend one in the middle. I wonder if this is like the Thumper in From Glory to Goo, where it doesn't actually take away from the production of these farms, because these are still 12. You know what, let's actually test something that I kind of mentioned. So this currently gives us 12 food. If I build something right next to it, this is only going to give us 11 food. Yep. So yes, in fact, indeed you cannot abuse the system like that. Let's demolish it, even if we lose the resources on that one. I just wanted to test to see if that's actually the case, and it is. I guess it makes sense, so absolutely. I wonder why I wasn't able to build right next to it. Maybe I was just a dumbass. Sure. Okay. Energy. Let's extend in this direction, extend in this direction. How much is this actually? It costs an entire worker. Okay. And wood and some gold. Okay, so it's not cheap. Definitely not cheap. Let's grab another quarry, for which we need more wood. So let's get into some more sawmill action over here. We don't have that much wood around. Now this is going to be good once the Tesla tower goes up. The graphic style, while this is going up actually, the graphic style is very depressing. I mean, that is good because it really comes across as like a post-apocalyptic zombie survival thing.
Great ideas, sir. For the humans!
Okay, that was a bit obnoxious.
What?
Yeah, the graphic style is amazing. I mean, love the graphics so far. Very interesting. Okay. Really, I mean, it's those few things that I mentioned earlier that I'm not really a big fan of, like the exiting the game just to change a few options, mayor selection. I mean, I guess you can hold on. Can you actually use these hotkeys when you don't have the command center selected? So, for example, if I press C right now, yeah. So this is what I mean, that you always have to select the command center just to build shit is weird, even though it has hotkeys. So, you know, I would expect that if I have this one selected, although this also has something bound to the C hotkey. Okay, I guess. Okay, whatever. Not the biggest deal. But I do prefer the From Glory to Goo approach, which is you have a button for building everything. I guess that's the command center button. Okay, whatever. Good. So now we are out of energy. And Tesla towers don't actually produce energy, they just extend the energy that you already have. So we need a mill that generates energy, and this will give us 30 energy. Okay, let's do just that. What I would also love is if these ranges were always on. So when I'm putting down a building, I don't accidentally build it on top of the production area of the Hunter Cottage, for example. That would be nice. Another mill. Wait. This type of buildings must be separated by at least 4 cells. That much? Yes. Okay. So some buildings can actually be built right next to each other, like the solar panels, for example. Okay, nice. I'm obviously going to make comparisons because we play a lot of these types of games. Not just these types of games, but this is one of the major ones so far on the channel. Okay, that's a lot of tents, which is going to give us even more income. I actually want to go with more soldiers this time around and start exploring because, you know, overall I think we're doing good on gold and even wood. Stone-wise, not too much. So I actually want to expand in this position. Grab quarry. Okay, now that is interesting that if you put a quarry next to 2 resources, then it's actually going to... What's the squeaky sound? I don't know. So it's going to gather from both locations and shit. It's going to get attacked by. Holy shit! What happened?
Under attack.
You again. Okay, let's do this.
So it took out that one building,
What? Yes.
and suddenly a lot of zombies appeared.
Ready and waiting.
You again. Roger.
Okay, that was unexpected.
Great. Yeah. Yes. This better be good.
So we need to be. Wait, is that actually a thing? We need to be that careful.
You pay.
All
As soon as they reach a building, it's
come on.
going to be infected, I guess. But that was like the fastest infection ever.
What?
Okay. That was crazy. It literally just reached the building and a bunch of zombies came out of it. Okay.
Yes.
But I do want this quarry up. We can actually build a soldier center right now. Okay. Let's put it over here. Once again, a good example is that I would have loved to see the range of this particular hunter cottage, just to see if I don't put anything
Okay.
on top of it. Can we bind things? Yes, we can. We have a nice list of hotkeys that we have assigned, or groups that we have assigned here next to the clock, which is good. Yeah, but if that's the case, everything gets infested that quickly, then we definitely need a lot of units. And we also need sawmills. Wow, we ran out of colonists. Okay. Yeah, this position down here can get easily destroyed then. Or infected, I guess. Okay, soldier center going up. I think overall these rangers are good. Takes a couple of shots, but I mean, if we can mass them, it's not going to be a problem.
Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
Okay. Ranger and soldier. Okay, so the soldier isn't actually a special kind of unit in that sense. So it's not like it's like not a hero unit, and it costs food,
Forces are in danger.
while the ranger does not. Okay, so we're gonna build a bunch of rangers then. We just need food, so technically we can easily make that happen by putting down some more hunter cottage. And like these are the ones that we already have built. Yeah, I mean this is going to be a little bit confusing. Seeing where we can build this. This building cannot be so close to other buildings. There's already... Oh! Okay, so at least it shows us that there's another hunter cottage in this example. In this case, that's already gathering from that location. So you cannot even
Sounds interesting.
overlap these. Okay.
Yeah.
You can overlap other buildings and that will remove some of the
Okay,
production.
Let's do this.
Which I would still love to be indicated some way. Okay, now we can build soldiers. I think we can go with soldiers. Let's just cancel the next ranger, because I feel like we have a ton of resources. We're also maxed out on wood. Let's see. So we don't want those. Energy-wise, we're also doing pretty good. I mean, it's really just food. Warehouse expands the maximum storage capacity of resources and gold. It also increases the resource production of surrounding buildings. Okay, we might actually pick this up. We need a ton of stone for this, though. Okay, let's just build a bunch of soldiers, I guess. We can also build a quarry
Reporting
over
for
here.
duty.
We don't have enough energy in that location, so I just build a Tesla tower over here that will cover it. Because or actually, maybe we can put one over here. There's going to be 3, 3. And it's going to be 4 from here. I mean, I think I'm going to go with this 3, 3. So there's going to be 3 stone and 3 iron. Good.
Waiting on order.
Alright, so we have the beefy soldiers.
For the colony.
That ranger is going crazy
Reporting for duty.
with the patrolling. Very nice.
Commander, understood.
Okay, I can definitely see myself enjoying this game
Building completed.
a lot. It's just the lack of tutorials currently that's making it a little bit difficult. Not enjoying it, but, you know, getting my feet wet
On your
and
order.
all the basics.
Orders, sir.
Yeah. What?
Commander,
You know what, after this run, or however it's going to turn out, I'm definitely going to go back to the main menu and see if I actually missed the tutorial somewhere.
just tell me what
I
to
just
do.
don't want to be,
All
you know,
right.
saying bullshit,
Let's go.
untrue things. Okay, we need more workers. This building is blocking the free access of another building. Which other building would that be? Because I have... Okay, so we can only build 2 rows of these tents. So that's why I wasn't able to build previously.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so that's kind of, I guess that's like a realism kind of thing, because I don't think these guys actually produce anything. No, it's not, so it's not like you're blocking the exit of a barracks, for example.
Understood.
Okay,
Any
interesting.
orders? On your
Attention.
orders.
Building
You
completed.
call that
Let's
a
see.
plan?
I mean, we can probably push out. We're starting to have a lot of units, especially soldiers, which is nice. So the soldiers cost workers, so that means it's... Yeah, it is definitely the same kind of situation as in From Glory to Goo, which is you are essentially utilizing your workers, which in turn won't produce gold, I guess. Although here I'm not entirely sure if I can see that change. Hold on, okay. So currently we are making 278 gold.
Do you need me?
Yeah, workers needed 1, food needed. Gold cost is 3. But I wonder if that's just in general gold cost,
Any orders?
or is it because we're using a worker? Okay, let's grab more tents. So this is, we don't have enough resources, really? Yeah, we don't have food, of course. Okay, let's keep expanding then. More hunter cottage. This is a 12, that's nice.
Do you need
Let's
me?
actually clear this
On your
area.
orders.
And if we can bring
Let's
it
go.
to this choke point, bring
On
our
your
defensive line to
orders.
this choke point, that's actually going to be very nice for us.
Reporting for
We don't have to cover
Orders,
that
sir.
large area.
Tell me. All right.
Okay, let's do a patrolling that's
Yeah.
out of
great.
sync with each other.
Yeah.
Let's place a ranger over
Sure.
here just to cover all of our grounds. Okay, nice. Warehouse, so this is what boosts production. That's a big building. And this is probably going to, yeah, it blocks free access.
Attention. Building
I wonder
completed.
if nearby is that big ass radius the nearby part. I still cannot put it down. Don't get me wrong, but that's a very big
Reporting for
radius.
duty.
I guess
Some infected are near the colony.
does it
Approaching from the north.
dozens of infected are near the colony
Just tell me what to do.
from the north.
All the way.
Okay, I guess this is one of those waves. Shit, we need workers. Okay, badass music kicking in.
At your service.
Let's patrol with the rangers because I'm pretty sure we're gonna need the soldiers. I'm not sure if we have enough.
Of course. My
If this is...
commander.
Oh, I see. There's a little indicator. Infected swarm. Okay, shit. What can we build? Industry and trade, military defense. Wood wall, wood gate, and wood tower.
Building completed.
I guess let's put a few towers.
Do you need me?
Plus we would... I'd love to have some range with some crystal towers to build some walls.
Tell me.
As always, I don't think we're gonna have time, but that's okay. Okay, now we're actually starting to burn through all those resources. It's like, yay, we have so many resources, right? It's like basically infinite. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, now it's a skull.
Orders, sir.
Walls. We can't even build walls on the resource. Yeah, they should have been pushed a little bit further out. Let's see. Let's see how many units we can put in these towers.
Let's go.
Oh, a good amount.
Tell me.
Very good amount. Okay.
Ready and waiting.
Let's see. Let's build more soldiers. I'm not sure if this is gonna be enough, guys. Let's see the swarm. Plus they're not even going unload. Nope. Okay, target priority. Target priority. Oh, okay. So I guess that was the easy difficulties wave. Okay, I see. So that wasn't as panicky of a situation that I thought. Okay, so we can unload all the units. We can target priority nearest. Target priority highest level. Also, it's a toggle. Because I was like, why is there 2 different target priorities? But no, there's 2 in general. And you can toggle between them. So you can go with the nearest or you can go with the highest level one. Okay,
Orders, sir.
I see. Okay. And we need more workers. Yep. Also, I would love to see the range of this tower. You know, maybe by clicking on it or by having... I would love if strategy games in general just brought back what Supreme Commander did, which is you have a button, hotkey that you can press, and it will show the range of every single unit and building on the map. You know, I could just press it and can see the range of these towers, these units, maybe even the, you know, like the production radius of the hunter cottages and all that good stuff. I would love to see that being brought back in more games. So this is the warehouse, and this will actually boost the limit. Yes, because now we can store 100 wood. Fantastic. Okay. Okay, so far so good. We don't have enough food, so we can just continue pumping out rangers. Yeah, I mean, there's really no excuse. We could just start pushing out. We could even put a farm over here, maybe even a fisherman. 17 from that position, okay. We can push this out, absolutely. Yeah, we can grab infinite amount of rangers because we just have so many resources, and actually these soldiers seem to be extremely... Yeah, these are extremely strong. Is that an abyss? Yo, no, that's just a little on the water, okay.
Are you sure? Gotcha.
Actually, I thought that was an abyss, that's... Let's just ignore that. Can we go through the trees? Is that a thing?
My bow and arrows are ready.
That will be easy.
No, I guess they spawned here. Okay. This is perfect because we have a pocket over here. Nice. Shit, I need to get used to these still. This the tower. Okay.
Come on.
I'm not sure how overkill it would be if if we were able to like queue up more Tesla towers. So for example, I put a Tesla tower over here, so I know that there's gonna be power over here, and I could just, you know, queue up the next Tesla tower. It's probably a little bit tricky to implement, but it would be nice because in this case I definitely know that this is going to be the location of the next Tesla tower, so I can build a few sawmills.
Is everything okay? Come on. That will be easy.
Building complete.
Oh, bro, I was so scared that this is actually an infected, but no, that's just a colonist. Okay. I still need to be locking down these locations. What is that? That's a shocking tower. This building is abandoned. Move a unit nearby to claim this building for the colony.
Tell me.
Is a single soldier enough to claim that?
Any orders?
I wonder.
Of course, my commander. All
Okay,
right.
we're actually doing a ton of damage, and wow, what a big location we have. We need workers, damn it. More workers. Okay, build more tents. I want to leave a little bit of space there so we can get out if we need to, or get in,
Reporting for duty.
depending on how we want to look at it. We are maxing out on so many resources. Okay,
What?
Do you need me? All right.
good. I mean, outside of those little quirks that I mentioned,
Building completed.
very enjoyable so far. Definitely. See why you guys love this.
Building completed. Attention.
Orders,
Building
sir.
completed.
You know, my intention is not to criticize a game in my first impressions videos. It's just I want to give an honest opinion on
All
them.
the way.
Like this game has been out for quite a while, from what I can tell. So it's definitely not the case that anyone would find the game based on my videos.
What do you want now?
But just in case that is the case,
All the way.
I want to give a genuine first impression on it, and then just, you know, shill for the
Let's
game
go.
or any of the games that I'm playing.
Waiting on orders. At your service.
Okay, more Tesla Tower. Bro, I need to get into this hotkey. So energy is E, and then Tesla Tower. Tesla Tower doesn't have a hotkey.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. Yeah, I believe all this falls into the quality of life. At least that's what you would call it in other games. Yeah, there could be some improvements. Like, why is there not a hotkey for the Tesla Tower if there's a hotkey for the category itself?
Do you need me? Waiting on orders.
Okay, this is also a pocket. Really, we cannot traverse this, I hope.
Sounds interesting.
If I attack move, yeah, the ranger has to go around, and if I attack move with that, so we're perfect. So at least,
Come on.
well, not at least, but this entire area is ours. Perfect. So let's just Tesla Tower it up. So that's gonna be. Also, it's not even gonna be E. It's gonna be E once I get into the command center. Yeah. Okay.
Need me? Understood.
It's a lot of clicky stuff.
Commander?
I mean, we can start clearing this area. It looks like these infected aren't that strong, so I'm sure
Is everything okay?
everything is perfect. Resources, Hunter Cottage. Okay, we cannot accidentally build on top of it in that regard, which is nice. Fisherman Cottage. Oh man, we're on a roll, ladies and gentlemen. We are on a roll, that's for sure. 12 food. Plus, we're gonna have so much food. Then we're gonna just build a shit ton of
Do
tents.
you need me?
My
Awesome.
bow and arrows
Sawmill.
are ready.
I mean, it seems like once you get used to
Any
it, well,
orders?
I guess that makes sense.
Is
Once you get
everything
used to
okay?
where you're
Just
looking
tell me
for
what
these
to do.
buildings, then it doesn't really matter that you don't have that many
Ready
hotkeys.
and waiting.
What's that? That's stone. Okay, but we are...
Building completed.
Holy shit, we are next on all of our
Colony must
resources.
have a mayor.
Mayor? Another mayor? Why are there so many mayors? Feeling cold? Okay, now that line is... Mayor Knudsen knows how to warm you up. Okay. Bonus Lucifer. What? Lucifer? What the hell is that? Which is why I would also love if I could just hover over this and get a little pop-up showing me what that is actually. Like, what is Lucifer? I assume that's a building type, if Shocking Tower, and then we had the tower before, one of the mayors. I guess this is like a code name for one of the other buildings. But it would be really nice if I could just hover over it. This is a Shocking Tower, and this is, you know, I just want to see what Lucifer is. So I'm going to click it.
Building
Orders, sir.
New bonus available, Lucifer.
For the colony.
attention.
New bonus.
Building completed.
So Lucifer is a bonus.
Any orders?
Attention. Building completed.
Okay, hold on
All
one
right.
second. I just need to build up a bunch of stuff because I went ahead. Okay, so here we have a nice big area for tents. Let's go. Oh, that's gonna trigger someone's OCD and I don't want that. Good. Let's put some tents over here. That's a perfect position for a sawmill. Not that we really need it. We need warehouse. 10 workers. Okay, I think we're gonna have that.
Building completed.
Good.
Any orders?
So, well, I'm just gonna pause to see because this building is a move unit nearby to claim this building for the colony. Is this actually claimed? Well, now it's claimed,
Yeah.
Attention.
but it's disabled.
At your service.
Is it disabled because we don't have a Tesla tower coverage?
Building completed.
I assume that's the case. You know what? This position over here is also a fantastic location for some tents.
Commander?
Let's do
Orders,
just that.
sir.
We're still maxed down on resources, so I don't want to pick these up
What?
until that's the case.
You are gonna pay
We gotta
for
be
this,
extremely
right?
careful, though, not to
Gotcha.
get infected,
Whatever you
so
say.
I'm still going to do a
As
little
long
bit
as
of
you pay.
patrolling
Great.
in all these locations. That's a nice
All
choke
right.
point at least.
All the way.
Okay. Okay, nice.
Ready and
Sawmill. I
waiting.
mean, we still don't need sawmills. We bonus. Oh, wait a second. Pause. This wasn't here before. Contract Lucifer. Nobody knows if Lucifer is a machine, a human, or a ghost from hell. So I guess that's why he didn't have any tooltips. The fire of Lucifer can kill whole hordes of infected. Cannot attack through walls, but is immune to fire. Fuck yeah, let's go Lucifer. Okay, this game is starting to get very interesting. Okay. Okay, that's like infected Marines in StarCraft or whatever. Okay, that was unexpected. This is still disabled, by the way.
Any orders? All right.
Hold on. Okay, just had to fix the damn chair. So why is this still disabled? Oh, wait. This building is disabled because it is infected. It must be repaired to eliminate the infection. Repair. The structure does not have access to energy. Really? So I guess you need to cover the entire structure. Okay, good to know. Let's build some more tents. Can I drag, by the way? Yes, I can. Now that is something I love.
Commander?
Okay, so you can drag. Drag build. Nice. Let's go Lucifer. Let's see Lucifer in action. Okay, that's a badass unit. I love the voice acting.
Attention. Building completed.
Holy shit.
Attention. Building completed.
That is dangerous. It also uses 1 oil, which we aren't even producing, so we're in the negatives with oil. But it's worth it. Absolutely worth it. Dude, that's crazy. Okay, love it. Love it. Okay, this is still secure. I mean, we can just build this up completely if we want to. And we can also drag and drop that as well. Wanted to see if that's the case. Yes, it is. Oh, that's smooth. That's very
Reporting
smooth.
for duty.
Tip, use the tab key to rotate the structure. How did you know that I wanted to do that? Really, you cannot rotate it in, you know, to make it horizontal. Okay. Well, that's not really okay, to be honest. Nice. Interesting. Yeah, this could probably use another tower or something. Okay, let's see. Let's actually go with a sawmill. Over here, there's gonna be a big sawmill. Yes. By the way, can the quarries... Oh, yeah, I haven't built a quarry here before. Okay, so same situation as the hunter cottage, is it cannot overlap with already existing production facilities. So because this is covering this area, this cannot cover the same area. Okay, so that's how they solve the thing that you cannot like mass build these production buildings next to each other. Okay, nice. That's a good way of doing it, I guess. So now, does this have any electricity? Yes, it does. Okay, repair the building. It also eliminates the infection.
Attention.
If the building is infected, it is infected. Okay, and now we'll have a shocking tower.
Building complete.
Perfect. We still only have 2 types of units. Oh yeah, and we have the wood workshop. Allows researching for complex structures made from wood. I want to put this down because I feel like we should be researching a few things. I think this is a good position for it because this is hardly going to be attacked at all. Okay, I'm going to hotkey this right off the bat. We need more food. Okay, so that's going to be more hunter credit, but we don't have enough energy to do that. So I guess we're going to put down a few meals. Actually, don't mind if these will... Oh. So yeah, this location isn't defended all that much. Actually, let's continue clearing with Lucifer. Lucifer the badass.
Understood.
We're actually in the
All the way.
edge of the map over
That
here.
will be easy. Sorry, sir.
And it's over here. We also need to be expanding. So we can expand from there. We can also expand from over here. This could actually be a food location. Yeah, we don't have energy, of course. And we don't have workers for the energy. Isn't that a loop? I hope not. I hope I didn't put ourselves into a loop.
Building completed.
We cannot build workers because we don't have...
Building completed.
Oh, that was the shocking tower in action. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's see one more. So here's the infected coming in.
Building completed.
And it gets shocked. Okay. Interesting. So hold on, we cannot build tents, but we also cannot build... We cannot build tents because we don't have food, but we can build food. Okay. So it seems like you cannot really like lock yourself in a unwinnable situation or unsolvable situation.
Building completed.
So we need, yeah, because we're -1 with the food. I wonder what happens if we go into the negatives. Maybe just in general bad. And there's no specific penalty, like, you know, units dying or something. Can also build a hunter cottage over there. Good. That will allow us to build more tents. Where should we continue building tents? Because I gotta say the base building aspect is definitely amazing. Like, I do enjoy it. Like, visually I enjoy it. I love this dragging system, so you can just drag and build a bunch of other structures. Overall, the building mechanics is good. Very nice. Very, very nice. I just don't know where I want to build more tents. Or maybe actually expand this with a Tesla tower and build a bunch of tents over there. Or just, you know, a couple of tents next to these food huts. Is not the most optimal, of course. Shit. Another infected run. Okay. Okay, Lucifer, get back to the base. Coming from the south. Okay. Problem is, we're right there. Okay, so we have some Tesla tower coverage. Probably use another Tesla tower over there. But I just don't know, is it going to be the left side or the right side? So it's a problem. So you know what, we're just going to hold on, defenses, wood tower. What tower next to the shocking tower? Okay, so there's the swarm. I don't know if there's a way to tell where actually they want to come from. But we can just build a bunch of walls.
Attention. Building
Nice,
complete.
walling it up. You guys get inside.
Building completed.
And then we're just going to hope that they're actually going to come from here. That soldier's a little bit lost.
Reporting for duty. Commander?
If it's not actually going to be from the right hand side, then we're in a bit of a problem.
My weapon.
Because then I guess we need some defenses over here as well. But I think it's going to be from the right hand side. Okay, so Lucifer cannot do something. Cannot shoot through the walls, so we cannot like flamethrower them through the walls. But I mean, this wave is not that big. Yeah, it's probably the difficulty level. It's definitely the difficulty level. Well, we can send Lucifer out and let him burn. Okay, cool. Oh yes, Lucifer OP. Fantastic. Okay, I think we can get away with the gate over there. Good. And you can also, oh, that's nice. You can build on top of something, and that will just demolish what's underneath. Very nice. Love it. Okay. Repair all.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, nice. We have a repair all on button. Yeah, this is very similar to From Glory to Good, or like I said, the other way around. Oh, Lucifer is crazy. Now, is this special in some way? I wonder. Okay, nice.
Building completed.
So, yeah, we need a ton of food. Oh, and we have the wood workshop. I completely forgot about this. Cottage. Hold on, let's pause. Let's see. This is brand new, and we have a ton of stuff over here. New structure, cottage. Medium level dwelling for the colonists. Colonists provide gold and workers for the colony. Okay. So I was about to say the spamming, all those tents, kind of calls for an upgraded version of the tents. So that's going to be the cottage. Okay. Farm. Provides food by harvesting grasslands from the surroundings. So this is an upgrade to the hunter cottage. Market. Can buy and sell resources. Automatically sells excess resources produced. Holy shit. Yeah, we absolutely need that because we are maxing out on everything. Okay, stone workshop. Allows researching for complex structures based on stone material. Okay. Lookout tower. This was one of the bonuses from one of the mayors. Has a great view range to detect enemies and other threats in the surrounding area. Okay. Stakes trap. Sets a stakes trap that will cause damage to the enemies and will make them walk slower. Nice. Great ballista. We love ballistas. Attack tower attacks nearby enemies by shooting large arrows. Yep. Sniper. New unit. Check this out. Snipers walk slowly and take their time to load their large rifles. However, snipers have a very high attack range. With their incredible aim, they can kill most of the infected with just one shot to the head. Perfect. Inn. Accommodates travelers who will work for the colony. The colonists in the surrounding area will enjoy the tavern and generate more gold. Okay, so this is the... I forgot, but we have the same thing in From Glory to Goo. Perfect. And also we have technically the bank in Age of Darkness, right? Nice. But in addition, the game gets saved. You can hire mercenaries who stay at the inn. Okay, that's a nice twist. Okay. The Silent Beholder, new structure, is the most precise and complex artifact ever created. The Beholder is installed on the command center, revealing the entire map. Holy shit, nothing can escape his... Okay. Okay, that's an interesting twist. I mean, it's not that expensive. Gold-wise, it is super expensive, but it reveals the entire map, which is crazy. The Crystal Palace. This magnificent architectural wonder generates its own climate-controlled environment. What? Where the best crops bloom and thrive, feeding the colony even in the most barren lands. Gives us 800 food and 60 colonists. Dude, this is the first. You know what's shocking is these are all extremely exciting, and plus we have the stone workshop, which will probably be even more crazy. Okay, shit, we need to keep exploring this, because this is just seems like we're just getting started, which I mean makes sense, right? Awesome. Okay, more Tesla towers, more quarries. Let's keep going. Let's keep the momentum up. Quarry over here. Oh, that's a gold deposit. Okay, I thought that was a stone. Okay, Lucifer.
All the way.
Lucifer going crazy. Let's patrol this area. I mean, that tower will probably hold off most. I do want a few patrols. Okay.
Attention.
I love how the quarry is good for everything. So I guess that's also a gold deposit. Oh, Ranger's getting attacked like crazy. Ranger's dead. It's probably the first unit we lost. Yeah, but they don't really stand a chance against soldiers. Okay.
Attention. Technology research.
Good. Yeah, gold-wise we're not doing good. We need to focus on gold. Can we upgrade the tents? No, because we didn't even research the damn thing. Okay. What I did research...
Units under attack.
Oh yeah, I said I was going to reinforce this position and then it didn't. Okay, hold on. Let's just... I guess let's take away this soldier.
On your orders.
Great. You. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, something just happened.
Guide me to the infected.
A ranger died. A ranger unit is now veteran.
Any orders?
Was it the one that just died? That's kind of
Any
unlucky.
orders?
Get promoted and you die. Let's see. We can just build
Is
a
everything
tower over
okay?
here, sure. And then a Tesla tower. We can put that soldier into that tower and we should be good.
Commander?
Okay, pretty good over here. Let's see, is this also a pocket? Yes, it is. Perfect, so let's Tesla tower this up. And we don't have enough resources, I guess. Yeah.
Our forces are in danger.
Okay, yeah, that position getting contested for whatever reason. Okay, let's put down more tents. And also, I really want to research this cottage.
Just guide me to the infected.
Yeah, that location is getting very much contested.
Building completed.
Let's unload. Can I just select someone to unload? Select the target map position.
Any orders? Do you need any?
So you cannot one-click unload. You can unload them that way. Okay.
Waiting on orders.
Let's also put a quarry over there, if you can. No, because we don't have enough workers to do so. So, you know what, let's just stick to tents. And here we don't have any kind of cottage action. Hunter cottage. Yeah, so this is when it would be nice if these were actually illuminated or something. To keep track of where you actually have these food production locations.
Attention.
Because I assume that the less organized you're getting, the more hard it will be to keep track of where all the things are. Okay, that's also a pocket, I believe. Good.
Tell me.
Still, we're doing extreme on all the other resources. Oh yeah, this is the market. Yeah, this is what I said. And boost everyone.
Search finished.
Please let me put this somewhere.
Attention.
Yes.
Building completed.
Insane. Maybe over
Attention.
here.
Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
Okay, let's put the market over there. We're gonna lose a little bit of food from that, but that's absolutely going to be worth it. Going to boost the production of all these tents, which we can now upgrade.
Attention. Building completed.
Nice. We really couldn't upgrade all that much because, yeah, it's mostly food. Yeah, it's the food situation. I mean, that makes sense. It's always the food in games like this.
Attention. Building completed.
Okay.
Attention.
Hopefully, this is going to boost our gold income by a lot.
Tell me.
And then maybe a couple of extra warehouse.
On orders.
Or the market will just start selling all these extra resources because we're, I don't know for how long we've been maxed out on iron, for example. This is also special structure, doesn't seem to be. This is a battery. This will give us some energy. Okay.
Here we go.
So it looks like as closer we get to the edge of the map, the faster the infected are.
Let's go.
So far, I don't think we have seen different types of infected, or at least I just couldn't tell if anyone was a different type of infected.
Tell me,
So in case you're a different type of infected, I'm very sorry.
come on.
That's a quarry, sawmill. Yeah, man, hotkeys, man. Shit. Really nice. Okay, let's keep upgrading these. There's gonna be more gold which we can burn for more of these food production locations. Okay, I think the next research is gonna be farm. Alright, I took a couple of notes of what I'm gonna talk about in the end. So far, so very good, actually. Okay, let's see. I think we're just gonna keep pushing and also getting some of these upgrades because it's actually fantastic. Stone workshop, love to check that out, but first I think we should go with food because that will essentially lead us to more gold in the form of, you know, having more food to upgrade the tents that we have currently, which we cannot really upgrade currently. At least a good amount of them. Okay, nice. Man, these colonists are brave. Going all over the place. Okay. Now, is this also gold? Yeah, this lack of tooltips, man. I would say currently that's probably the biggest complaint that I would have. Is not having them tooltips. It's once again one of those interesting things that, yeah, for me it sucks indefinitely because I'm new to the game. But the more we play it, it's probably going to be less and less a problem. Then I would probably not even complain about it. But you know, I think that's the beauty of these first impressions videos is you really get a perspective of someone who's just trying it out.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, and then I shouldn't. I don't want to forget checking out how much this game actually costs. Because I mean, this so far is very nice. I can definitely see myself getting invested into this. Plus, you have the map themes, which is also something that would be nice. Would be nice to experiment with a little bit. Probably not gonna have time in this first impression because I don't even know how long this is going to last. Or how long this first game is going to be. But essentially, basically how From Glory to Good surprised the hell out of me by putting some additional features in different map types. If this game also has that, then absolutely perfect. Because that just... What did I say? I wanted to say From Glory to Good. Yeah, I'm not sure if I said that, I'm sorry. But From Glory to Good really surprised me by having those different biome types with their unique features, and that was just such a huge twist for me to even include that. It's just not just visually different, but also functionally different. Hold on a minute, is this actually closed up? I need to see. I think we're gonna go with another barracks, maybe in 2 barracks, and we can easily afford this for sure. Why not even hotkey that to the same one? I think this is gonna be the new. Oh yeah, how can we, like, for example, can I... Oh, now that is very interesting. Hold on, let me pause. So by clicking a building, it actually selects all the buildings of that type, not just the ones that are in range. If that was an option, I would say absolutely, because I have never seen this before in any of the other games that you can do this. But because it's not an option, it might be a little bit annoying because I'm used to, you know, double clicking this that would select these 2 barracks, and I would hotkey these 2 barracks and not the one up top because I intentionally don't want to hotkey the one up top currently. And this could probably go for other buildings. So if that was an option, or I don't know, maybe a different kind of hotkey or something, then this would be amazing. This way, it's gonna take some getting used to because literally none of the other games that I've played work this way. But very interesting idea though, gotta say. Very few things can be upgraded, and it's because of food, yeah. Okay, so it's good that we're researching this, and it's actually done. I definitely want to check out this shit. I want to check out the sniper, but I also want to... You know, let's just pause. Let's stop try-harding in the first... Okay, so the Hunter Cottage provides provides colonists. Yeah, this provides a lot more. Let's see. Holy shit. Bro, 52 food from this small area. Or small area over here, but still 52 food. And we were struggling with like 20 or something. Not enough resources, okay.
Building
Well,
completed.
that is... Yep, so it's definitely one of those games that you want to get to upgrading as quickly as possible, because it just gives you such an advantage over the default stuff. It's actually insane. Okay, I'm still worried. Is that actually open? No, it's not, because it's taking the other way around. Perfect. Okay, now that is going to give us literally infinite amount of food. Well, not infinite. Infinite until I actually pop the upgrades of all the tents, and then it's probably going to disappear. More energy, yes. It's been a while since we actually worked on energy. But we're not going to have energy until you can get some more workers. Which you cannot get because we cannot build tents. Hold on a minute. We cannot build tents, so we cannot get workers.
Building completed.
But we cannot build more energy because we cannot build a mill. So can that actually circulate? Something really... Oh yeah, and we need... Hold on, okay, so let's analyze the situation, because this is what I kind of touched on earlier. Is it possible to get out of this situation without demolishing something? Because currently we don't have energy to get any kind of workers, unless we can build a tent. But no, because... Okay, so we don't have the energy to build tents, and thus we won't have workers. But because we don't have workers, we cannot build a mill that will give us energy. So, I guess the only real way to get out of this is to actually demolish something. Because I don't see a way to maybe turn off the shocking tower, for example. Because that would be a good option, you know, turn this off, get back that 20 energy, for example, and get out of this loop. But there doesn't seem to be a way to do that. So we actually do need to demolish something. So I'm going to demolish this barracks. That will give us a little bit of energy. But we can use that energy to upgrade at least 2 of these tents. And that will give us workers.
Our soldiers are in trouble.
Not that big of a trouble. And that will give us more workers. And we can use those workers. We can immediately use those workers actually to build some mills. And we probably got back some workers by demolishing the barracks. Okay. So yeah, that's I mean, it's my fault, definitely, that I got us into this position. But ultimately, I don't like these circular dependent resources in any of the games. It's not just this one; it's any of the games where this is the only extreme way to get out of it is actually to demolish things, not by turning them off, for example. Okay, but this should be fine because we're about to have a lot of energy. By the way, did we see any upgrades for energy inside the... No, it doesn't seem to be really. Okay, let's research the sniper because I'm really looking forward to checking that out. And now we have a good amount of energy, so now we can burn all this and upgrading even more of these tents. Perfect. And now we actually need more wood. How the tides have turned. And for this we also need workers. Okay.
Tell me,
So we need to keep a limited supply of workers around.
any orders?
A limited amount of workers.
Tell me.
So I think we're going to put down some more farms once we have enough wood to do so. Okay. Wood-wise, they're not doing too good.
Commander?
But we are extremely sure that this is actually closed up, right? Because if it is, then we can just put some sawmills over here. It'll be 11, but over here, yeah, that's going to be a lot. Question is, where does this lead us?
All right. Come on.
Seemingly nowhere, which is exactly what we're looking for. Sawmill, yes. 18 sawmill.
Reporting for duty.
From over there, maybe some 8 from over there. I mean, it's cheap. We're about to be making a bunch of money, so that's nice. So I'm guessing this is going to be stone. Yes, it is. Okay, so 6 stone from there. Okay, and then some more farms maybe over here. That's gonna be that is just an insane amount of food compared to what we were making before.
Search finished.
Okay, let's Tesla tower this up. Probably not the best idea to Tesla tower right next.
Infected are near the colony.
Shit.
They are approaching from the north.
North, that's actually not bad because we're already covered on the north.
Attention.
And this is closed up.
Attention. Building
Unless they're going to circle around in that position, but we have no way of telling from what I can tell. Okay then, music is kicking in. Let's put a tower over there, and a tower over there, and a tower over there, and then let's demolish that small piece of wall. Okay, now we can actually start building up some snipers. Okay, let's Lucifer the man, or the machine, or neither. Get him up to the top. A couple of patrols down here. I think a patrol here would make sense. We can even evacuate this tower, for example. Okay, rangers going in. Okay, snipers and soldiers. Perfect. Too bad I haven't researched the Great Ballista. That would have been badass. Okay, let's keep upgrading. Because once again, running out of workers. And that means you cannot even train rangers, for example. So we definitely need a lot of workers. That's a sniper. Okay. Nice target. Okay. Nice, dude. Perfect. Let's build some more walls and pray that they're actually going to come from this location. Oh, there might not actually be. Hold on. Hold on, the ultimate jinx is they're not going to be coming from over there. Or they might just take a, you know, like a little bit different path. Let's Tesla tower this up. I still don't know like what to expect. But I'm pretty sure we're not going to need guys on there. No, I was wrong. The skull is from the other side, but they're actually coming from over there. That is interesting. Or at least some of them were coming from over there. The soldier is now a veteran. Yes. Okay, that was an absolute massacre. Good.
Building completed.
Oh, this is the next swarm. Next swarm will reach the colony day 43, and we're at 34. Okay. Well, I mean, we can place a few of these soldiers here just to prepare this location for the future. Lucifer will come down here because I think we'll be pushing from this area in the future. Let's upgrade more tents and be very mindful of our worker count. Worker count and energy, because those two can actually screw each other over, in a sense.
Reporting for duty.
And I was just thinking, can we exchange resources to get us out of that situation? But no, because it seems like we can only exchange resources for the resources that are actually under active production. Okay. More of this. Even more. Perfect. Yeah. I mean, energy you don't really have to build all that frequently, from what I can tell. I mean, it's been a while since we have built mills before we have built these mills. I think that's actually not a bad thing. Okay. Stone workshop, because I want to see what even crazier things we can grab. Hopefully the recording is okay. This is completely unrelated to they are buildings, but recently changed to another recording solution, and unfortunately it's not as stable as the previous recording solution.
Come on.
I'm just hoping that the final thing is going to be good. It's perfectly fine. It's running absolutely amazing for me. I'm just hoping that will come across in the recording as well. Although I'm getting a little bit flickers on my end as well. Hopefully that's not going to be anything serious. Okay, so this is secured. Plus we have the shocking tower. I mean, we're just going to build a bunch of units and continue pushing. Also, we really need another storage. Or what's it called? The warehouse. Yeah, even if that will cost us a little bit of food, but I mean, at this point, whatever resources we lose from the hunter cottages, I don't really care about those. It seems like whatever these are boosting, or maybe because we didn't have enough energy. Yeah. Okay, let's just see. I'm gonna put down a few more mills. Now the good thing about the farms is that it's obvious where they're going to. What was that sound? Was it the neighbor? I don't think it was the neighbor. I'm Interesting. Okay. So, stone workshop. Bunch of workers. We'll get to that. A bunch of energy and Holy Mother of Gold. Okay, nice. Colony is about to look pretty damn amazing, gotta say. Okay, that's getting held off. Good.
Attention. Building completed.
Mills are getting built.
Attention.
I think
Building completed.
I think we actually have everything. No. 20 workers. Okay, no. Then let's do another big round of tent upgrade. It's not gonna be that big of a round. And we need more food. Okay, I think we're just gonna continue putting down these farms. Or I mean, there's also an argument to just demolishing these hunter cottages over here and just simply putting some farms next to it because, or in their place, because it's just so much more food that is actually insane. Like this hunter cottage, for example.
Colony must have a mayor.
How many mayors, man? Are your defenses lacking? Vote for Mayor Josef Urinov to keep those pesky infected out. Bonus, stone wall and stone gate. Now, is the number next to it the amount I'm going to get? So 20 pieces of stone wall and 2 pieces of stone gate, okay. Major Jolly, bring some oil to the post. It might help to grease things in the colony. Oil reserve plus 40. I mean, I was kind of expecting something a little bit more impressive than these for whatever reason. I'm not sure about the prices. Like, is the stone wall gonna be that damn expensive? Because then this is good. Or oil reserve. I don't think we are even using oil. Well, Lucifer uses oil. That's why that's why we have 0 oil all the time. Problem is if I get this and Lucifer is going to drain it. At least now we're not going into the negatives, right? I don't know. Although we haven't seen any oil deposits before. I honestly don't know. I'm just gonna go with the stone wall and stone gate, just in case we need to start putting down some emergency crazy defenses. Okay, once again, it comes in the form of this chest, which contains all the bonuses. Stone wall and stone gate. Okay. I'm guessing the stone workshop is going to include these upgrades, which we can actually build. Okay, so like I said, Hunter Cottage at this point is completely irrelevant because of how we can build farms. We're in the negatives, yes, but for the very short time, as these farms are going to go up and then they're just going to skyrocket. Okay, a couple of workers can be used for building a few rangers.
Building
I want to just see what's over here, actually.
Attention. Building completed.
Let's bring Lucifer. You guys not seeing that? Oh, that's not actually infected. It's just a crazy person. Okay.
What do you want now?
Wait. What's the problem, dude? Venture too far into the infested zone. Probably the case. Okay.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Bow and arrows are ready. Good. Now we have... Holy shit, we have a ton of food. Fantastic.
Units under attack.
You
Okay, a little bit of soldier reinforcement in that position wouldn't hurt. We're about to make so much gold that it's not going to be a problem at all.
Are under attack.
And this is the edge of the map, actually.
Building completed.
Okay, that's a little bit more aggro. Out of nowhere.
My bow and arrows
Oh.
are ready.
Oh,
Our
this is
forces
actually...
are in danger.
Okay, is this actually completely closed up? It is completely closed up. Okay, well then this is going to be a beautiful position for everything, essentially. Okay, and we don't even have to defend it. So we can come down here. Continue making a few soldiers. Let's see what kind of upgrades we can get from this position. Okay, pause again. Stone tower and stone wall. So, yes, indeed. This is where we're going to be getting those. Wasp. This machine gun automatically attacks nearby enemies. As it is an inert object, the zombies do not treat it like a prey, although they can be attracted by their fire. Salary 2. Is salary the upkeep? I haven't even seen that before. Wait, for example, does this have salary? No. Now what is salary? Does any of the buildings have... Interesting, I haven't seen that before. Salary 2. Okay. Stone house, so this is an even better house. I assume on power plant, and this is what I was looking for. Energy plus 160 and wood supply is reduced by 10. That's perfectly fine. We still have a ton of potential for wood. Bank increases the amount of gold generated by each colonist and surrounding dwellings. So this is actually the bank from Age of Darkness, even though the market acts like a bank as well in there, or treasury in Age of Darkness. Okay. Foundry allows the researching of complex buildings. A unit is based on iron, so there's even one more step up. That is crazy. And Shocking Tower, the Victorious. This unbreakable bunker stands as the most amazing symbol of the victory of humanity against the infected. It's a beacon of hope and courage for everyone in the colony. Now that is going to be some massive shit. 7,000 gold. The Academy of Immortals is a glorious academy. In this glorious academy, the most famous heroes train the army to battle with the skills and courage of experienced veteran soldiers. All units are veteran. Wait, is this going to immediately upgrade all of our units to veteran status, or the things that we are building out of this is going to be veteran by default? And landmine. Okay. Now this is an impressive amount of buildings, I gotta say. This is actually amazing. I want to check out the wasp first, and then we'll go from there. Maybe lookout tower. Yeah, this is just amazing so far. I'm very happy about this game.
Building completed.
Let's start building cottages when I do that. Like so. Gold is not going to be a problem. Plus we're still maxing out on a bunch of things.
A new
Okay.
task.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so yeah, the snipers are taking their sweet ass time getting down there. Man, the Lucifer. Lucifer is insane.
All the way.
Okay, and also let's not forget about the little pocket location over here. We need to test the tower this up. Wait, what? Oh, there has to be also, there's also minimum distance between. You can build 2 identical Tesla towers, or 2 Tesla towers. Okay, so this is also, well, maybe not entirely a pocket,
Orders,
but it's
sir.
a better position to hold, better choke point to hold from. So let's just do this. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's because of the difficulty level, which went with the default stuff, that we are not seeing any different kind of infected, or just in general there aren't any different kind of infected in the game. For that, I would definitely need to play a lot more in the future to figure that one out. Farm quarry. 3 iron, good. Wait, why cannot? Wait, hold on a minute. So this is a Tesla tower and it's done. But we cannot build over there. Why not? That's an interesting. We cannot build on the edge of the map. Don't tell me that this could potentially be a spawn point, and that's why you cannot build on the edge of the map. I mean, they haven't attacked us from the west or the east, for that matter. But that would be rude. Okay, another crazy colonist.
Attention. Building completed.
Okay, let's upgrade these tents. I don't want to see any tents anymore. Yeah, this is then questionable, because then here we will put down a defensive line. If that was the case, or I don't know. We'll have to see another edge of the map, I guess, to see if that's the case. Okay, we need a little bit more energy. Hopefully we can build more energy. Yes, we can build more mills. Perfect. Oh man, these farms are so amazing, because it's so obvious where you can build to not disrupt them. Okay, probably should have cleared that position down there. Probably a better idea. Okay, this looks a bit cluttered, but that's okay. Once again, here we have some hunter cottage, but we could just demo this and build some farms once we have enough energy. This will produce a lot more food for us in general. I wonder if we can clear the map. Like, you know, like literally clear the map and then they won't respawn or just come out of the wood lines or something.
Attention. Building completed.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, attention.
Our
What about?
soldiers are in trouble.
That's not good. Oh, it was just a soldier. I thought it said our citizens are in trouble. Yeah, we cannot build on top of that. Makes sense. Oh, that's also under cottage. Yeah, let's get rid of those. 56, right? So significantly more. Even that's gonna be 20, 36. Yeah, that's. Oh, the problem is we cannot upgrade the hunter cottages. That would be amazing. If you could upgrade those to be farms. Okay, we're about to have a ton of food.
Attention. Building completed.
Okay, let's see what's over here because I haven't cleared that, unfortunately. Bit of a mistake. And also, let's get back into researches. So here, on the lookout tower, sure. Another thing that I'm probably going to write up for myself to mention in the summary is queuing up researches would be nice, even if it takes all the gold in advance. But it's still a lot better, I think, than having to wait for research to complete. So I guess that's something that I would love to see. Queue up some researches. That would be nice. Okay, let's see. You know, because at that point, it's kind of the player's choice if you want to take away a bunch of your gold to pre-queue some researches that might be only done in like 10 minutes. But it's your decision if you want to do that. Even if it's not optimal, you know, it's still your decision if you want to do something that's not optimal because you don't want to worry about having to always go back and queue up another or start another research for that matter. Okay, so we're closing in on the edge of the map here as well. Let's get a sawmill. So that's when a unit gets promoted to veteran. I'm not sure if we have seen veteran units.
At your service.
But one of them's yellow. Check that out. Hold on, let's just pause.
Any orders?
Okay, so this is a soldier that's a vet. Let's see. So the HP is the
Any
same.
orders?
Actually, not
you
much.
need me?
Oh yeah, this attack range is 5.5
Any orders?
instead of 5. Okay, well,
Tell me.
26, which is the attack damage instead of 16. Okay, now that is significant. 2.5 attack speed
tell me
instead
what
of
to
2. And what's this? Oh, it's veteran, and this is gaining experience because it's not veteran yet. So this would indicate to me that there's nothing above veteran. So there's no like elite or expert or anything. Ultimately, the stats didn't improve all that much, from what I can tell. Mostly it's the attack damage that's significant. Maybe it has to do with the unit type. You know, soldiers are for dealing damage, and maybe snipers would get a much crazier increase in range, for example.
Building completed.
I'm not sure. Let's get more sawmills. Good. Let's get some more farms.
Technology research finished.
Technology research finished. Okay.
Building completed.
More farms over there. I just cleared this position, so we don't have to worry about it in the future. Let's get some more Tesla towers. Yeah, I'm very curious to see if this also cannot be fully Tesla'd up. I need to come up with a term for something that's covered in Tesla towers. Tesla'd up might be a good one, although that sounds really weird. Okay, probably some more. Oh, now we can actually build some stone houses. We'll check that out, but I'm gonna stick with some cottages for the time being. It is very satisfying putting down all these buildings, that I have to say.
Building completed.
Yeah, at this point, I can definitely tell that I would, if I had the time, that I would definitely put a bunch of hours into this game and have a great time, because it is a very well thought out game, except for what I'm going to say in the end, with all these minor quirks that can be annoying, definitely.
I need to kill something.
But overall, I mean, it's definitely a good game, from what I can tell. And yes, look at that. We cannot build,
Attention.
or we cannot like cover this entire position in Tesla towers, which means you can't even cover that stone deposit.
Come
I'm
on.
actually afraid that is
Tell me.
because these would be the spawn locations of the waves.
It's a nice day to die. Roger that.
Dozens of infected are near the colony.
From the north
They
again.
are approaching from the north.
Always approaching from the north. Okay, well then we just need to save the Tesla Tower.
Attention. Building complete.
Okay, you guys can head up there. So it's still from the north. Would be a good idea to put a Tesla Tower over there. Motivational music kicking in. Oh, we can use our bonuses actually. Hold on. Too many walls in the same area. 3 rows of walls are not allowed.
The colony
Really,
is
bro?
under attack.
Uh-oh.
The infection is spreading across the colony.
So they do, in fact, spawn from these damn locations. Okay, well that's a nasty move. Because now these are going to affect everything, infect everything. That will in turn infect even more.
Building complete.
Just tell me what to do. On your orders.
Okay, so these positions really need to be locked down. So we need to repair these two on... I was about to say unhorrified them. Does not have access to energy, yeah, because the Tesla Tower is offline. Okay, well then let's... I mean, we can keep Lucifer here, right? Because Lucifer doesn't actually... doesn't actually shoot through walls, so it's... doesn't matter if he's here or not. Okay, let's see this wave. Let's see how much this is going to be. So we cannot do 3 layers of walls. We cannot like massive use walls. Okay, that's fine. So far so good. Walls are taking a beating for sure. But ultimately we are good, and plus we can also research a bunch of things like the Great Ballista, which I've been wanting to research for quite some time.
Reporting for duty.
Sniper is ready.
Okay.
I need to kill something.
You just need to kill it. There's no other way. Okay. Too many walls in the same area. Damn it, dude. Okay, well... And we cannot upgrade... No, wait a second, because I haven't researched it. Okay, nice. That's entirely on me. Let's continue researching. I mean, shit, we just noticed that we are maxed out on literally everything. Warehouse... Select a free area to build. So is this not a... Wait. Oh, because we had some... Well, wait, why is this not a free area? Oh, these have to be separated by at least 12 cells. Wait, we also have a warehouse somewhere nearby. Okay, this damn Tesla Tower is in the way. Place a Tesla Tower here and remove that. So yeah, this is weird that they would spawn in this in the edges of the map. Does not have access to energy. Okay, that will.
Is everything
So
okay?
same situation over here is that we don't really have many choices to expand further in that position. Okay, let's build more barracks, I guess. Nope, it's not double click. Yeah, the double clicking thing is...
Building complete.
That's definitely an interesting design decision.
Yes, tell me what to kill.
Okay, I mean, these guys can come down here because we can still expand in this position.
Search finished.
Still haven't seen any oil, by the way.
Just tell me what to do. Understood. All right.
What's up?
Okay, let's
Any
do this.
infected around?
Sniper is ready.
Ready?
Snowy pile. Okay. Yeah. Let's grab the inn. Let's grab walls and see if we can upgrade the walls, existing walls.
Reporting for duty.
So we can upgrade these to stone house, which will require a bunch of energy, food. You know, let's upgrade as much as possible. Now I'm not sure why it always starts upgrading these ones, but if it is because it's in range of the market, then that is a 5000 IQ game design decision. If this is just luck, then I got lucky most of the time.
Building completed.
That is always the houses that are closest, or maybe it's the ones closest to the command center, and this is just pure coincidence. That can also be the case.
Reporting for duty.
Mill and power plant. We're gonna wait for some stone to come in.
Building completed.
But you know what? I don't want to wait for some stone to come in, so I'd rather just put down a mill. And then another mill over here, another mill over here. Let's get some energy going, and these guys should continue pushing out. So it looks like the locations that are not on the edge of the map and have been cleared are actually not going to be infected again. Or they're not going to be spawning in those locations again. Which would be nice, because then there's actually a point in clearing out these locations. And hotkeys, man, hotkeys. We need some hotkeys. Definitely.
Attention. Technology research finished.
Okay. Power plant. Let's go. Let's build a power plant somewhere.
Attention. Building completed.
Let's build a power plant over here.
Attention.
Man, I'm pretty sure there was also a building, but some of these buildings have the craziest of sounds. Actually, it probably makes sense to not build it over there. Shit, I lost the gold on that one. Okay, deserved. Because if I put it in the middle, then it will probably gather from both locations.
Attention.
Well,
Technology research finished.
yeah, 4 and 1. A little bit better. Okay, what is this? This is an executor. This building is abandoned. Okay. Well, we need to build some Tesla towers. Check that out. Also some Tesla towers
Reporting for
over here.
duty. Reporting for duty.
Mm-hmm. So down here, I mean, really this Tesla tower also doesn't make much sense. We could just build a bunch of walls over here and that's it.
Sorry, sir. I was cleaning my well.
Building completed.
Okay.
Attention. Building
The weapon sounds are amazing, by the way. I think I mentioned that. I did mention that they are good thumb, but it's really good sound effect in general. I don't like it when guns in games sound like airsoft guns. Okay, that's gonna be the best position we can go with. By the way, this mine is probably not in the best. This quarry is probably not in the best location. Okay, let's continue. This is actually good because this can be Tesla'd.
Tell me.
Nice. Let's continue pushing and more researches. Yeah, so these are the crazy buildings, right? Costing an entire fortune. So let's just wait around. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a quarry in that location would be better.
Attention.
Because this was
Building
no, because that
completed.
was 6. Wait, that's actually not better. Oh shit. Okay, my bad. I thought that would be better.
Attention.
3 and 3,
Building completed.
4, 3 and 3. Nice. So I'm guessing that squeaky sound is me putting down a quarry. Okay, some more Tesla towers, and we need oil.
Orders, sir.
Yeah, where the hell do you get oil from?
Tell me.
Don't really have oil. Let's grab a sawmill over here because it seems like it's a good position, and indeed it is. Some sawmills over here. I don't want to put it on the edge.
Attention. Building completed.
And I'm guessing this location is also
Attention. Building completed.
getting close to not being Tesla'd.
Building completed.
Slow but lethal. I need to kill something.
Attention.
you want me to
Building
punish?
completed.
I mean, we can clear it, but it seems like they're just going to be respawning in the future. We're still not entirely wait. Connected to the energy network. Oh yeah, because this was out of range
Building completed.
of the other Tesla tower. Okay.
Any orders?
Oh, and by the way, here we have Lucifer. Lucifer should just come with us all the
Building
time.
completed.
Okay, good amount of resources. Good amount of gold production, I say. Let's grab quarry. 3 from there. That's okay. How far can we Tesla this position? We can still move a little bit further. Absolutely. Nice.
Tell me.
Oh yeah, we need oil for that one, so that's not going to be repaired anytime soon, that's for sure.
Let's go.
Man, it would be really nice if we could just Tesla this entire position.
Yeah. It's a knife. Nice day to
Okay,
die.
let's leave a few snipers and a few soldiers next to this position. We can push from here,
You're
but also...
under attack.
Yeah, so this random spawning is exactly what I meant. Okay, we do have access. No, we do not have access. Oh, wait, I did research the Great Ballista. Why is it not here? Oh, it's a military... Oh, shit. Great
They are
Ballista
trying to
lookout
break
tower.
into the buildings.
No, it's gonna be infected again.
Order, sir.
Yep, and that will spawn another infected. That is insane. That's an insane mechanic, by the way. How infected spawn other infecteds. Yeah, that's a crazy one. Okay, so apparently these are military buildings. So the Great Ballista and the Wasp,
They are trying to break through.
which is a machine gun. Yeah, they really are trying, aren't they? Let me just put a machine gun over there as well.
Guide me to the infected.
I'm gonna chill out.
Last night I dreamt of brains exploding.
Okay, we have a ton of potential, by the way. So I'm pulling that out. The amount of farms we could be putting down over here is ridiculous. Okay, no food from that position. Oh yeah, because it's not a grassland. Oh, okay, so that's also being taken into
Infected
consideration.
are near the colony.
South.
They are approaching from the south.
Now I would bet my gaming PC that it's gonna be from here. That's why we weren't able to build. Okay, well then. Well then, shit, we're pretty close to the action. Where should we make a stand? Maybe over here. Maybe the sawmill is gonna go down, but I'm willing to take the risk. I still don't think there's a way to tell.
Sword, sir.
Oh, that far south. Okay, shit. Then it could be even from this position. Or this position. But... it might actually be from here. Yeah, because they're very much closing in on this position. Okay. So like I said, I don't know if there's a way to tell. But this seems like it. Great Ballista. Yep, it's definitely going to be from here. There's some stone walls. Okay, so this position is always going to be lost.
Yes, tell me what to
A couple of towers would be nice. Yep. Oh, what is that? Infected Chubby. Okay, Chubby is down. Okay, so now we are seeing new units. That's at least good. Love it. Wasp machine gun. Close to enemies. Okay, because they're close to enemies. Okay, so that sawmill is always gonna go down, like I said. Now we have Great Ballista. Oh, and they're actually coming from a different position as well. Check that out. I didn't even see that. Wasn't paying attention. So now they're actually coming from multiple locations. Is that what's up?
Commander?
No, that was a single renegade or rogue infected. Okay. It was kind of good because I was a little bit worried what's going to happen. Okay, so this position will always have to be locked down for these reasons. This is borderline, except the vertical stuff in here. We can put a bunch of even cottage might be a good idea. Not necessarily the best buildings. Shit, let's place that one. Probably even put a market in the middle. Or one of them banks. Don't think I researched those. Shit. Wait, where's the market? This is the market. Okay, like that. Perfect. Oh, that's beautiful. Some nice base building over there. And that's an effective. It's probably not that good.
Building completed. Attention.
Okay.
Building completed.
So I want these barracks. No, because once again this selected all the barracks.
Attention.
Okay, let's just keep pushing.
Yes,
These two can remain here.
slow but lethal.
Or we can just, you know...
Does somebody
another
need
mayor.
a mayor?
Oil. Actually, I'm kind of sad that I didn't pick the oil one before. Oil platform, oil production plus 20. Or advanced farm, food generation plus 20%. We really need the oil, but damn, that's a lot of food. That's gonna be a lot of food.
My rifle is ready.
Or is there a special kind of farm? I don't.
Attention. Building complete.
I don't know actually. Wait, hold on. What is the difference between a cottage and a house? I mean, in terms of resources. So this is food, energy, wood, gold. That's simple. Food, energy, wood, stone, and gold. I mean, we can afford that absolutely. There's really no point in going with basic cottages at this point. Yeah, we need a lot more energy. A couple of snipers to hold them off. I think that's nice. Let's go with a few soldiers and then we can continue building some more bases. Okay, let's Tesla whatever we can. This can still be Tesla'd. Same over here and same over here. So that's nice.
Yes, tell me what to kill.
Infested executive. Or maybe that's the difference between the units. I just didn't realize because they run the same, they attack the same, they infest the same, and infected colonist, maybe. But it's really the executives that are going to deal more damage. Well, I mean, technically that's accurate, if you know what I mean. So yeah, sure.
Tell me. Perfect.
We always make manager and executive jokes on this channel, by the way, if you're wondering. Okay, we need a lot more energy. But the good thing is we have something special, the power plant. So instead of 30, this is going to give us 160. That's nice. Holy shit. Doesn't have access to energy in that area. Not enough resources. Okay.
Building
Now that's gonna be a lot of energy. That's for sure.
Tell me what to kill. Last night I dreamt of brains exploding.
I mean, I'm probably pushing with a lot more units than I necessarily need to. Okay, we can still test these areas. Oh, and that's actually closed up.
Just give me something to
Nice. Oh, we don't need that wood.
Let's
We
go.
max that on wood. So, more Tesla towers. Saving the game. Nice. Love it. Okay, so that's a gold mine. What if I put one here then? Oh, not enough resources to build it. Okay, but I think position-wise that is a good position.
Orders, sir.
It's a valid position to be building.
love. Sniper is ready.
Okay, we're closing in on this choke pointy location,
Building complete.
which is good. Let's grab. Hold on, where was it? Wasps.
Building complete.
Yes. Entire row of machine guns over there. Hopefully these can actually shoot through walls. Hold on a minute. I didn't read anything up along those lines. Well, it's not saying that it cannot. So I guess it can. Well, you know what? Let's see. Let's build a row of walls over here. We can probably go with stone walls, yeah, because we have a ton of stone. Okay, now I don't know why of all the places I decided to lock that down so tight, but I did. More Tesla towers. Need more resources. Okay.
Building
Nice
completed.
target.
So also closing on the edge of the map. And still no oil, by the way. Like, what the hell is up with oil? By the way, we don't even have the production to do that. Right, like in the resources here, then maybe it has to be researched. No, because we haven't read anything. Or maybe it's in the foundry. Hold on a minute. We actually need to go for the final tier of buildings to actually, because it could be that they're using a system like Rise of Nations, which is a fantastic game, by the way. And because that spans from the ancient times to futuristic times, kind of like Empire Earth, in a sense. And the way they did it in that game is resources weren't revealed until you could actually gather them. And maybe here is the same concept: is oil doesn't actually get revealed until you can build collectors for it. So that's what I'm hoping, because otherwise I'm not sure where we're gonna get oil from. Okay, more Tesla Tar, so that's completely going to be ours. I think this is also a good position to hold from, so I guess that's good. But this is where they came from last time, but then they, you know, circled back to that position. So I'm guessing this also cannot be Tesla towered. Well, at least after a while. Because this is where they spawned from. Yeah, I'm really not seeing any indication like how we'd be able to tell where they're gonna come from. Same with From Glory to Goo, right? So there we also cannot tell where they're going to come from, or at least I still haven't figured out if there's a way.
Our buildings are being attacked.
Okay, now let's see the Wasp.
Commander?
Let's see it in action.
Attention.
Perfect.
Building completed.
Oh, it's not in range of that. God damn it. Okay, now it is. Nice. Nice machine gun. Okay. Let's build a few more Wasps.
Do you need me?
Maybe one more.
Ready?
Yeah, but they will periodically spawn from that position, that's obvious. And this will also periodically infect this one, so I mean, I guess these are completely irrelevant. Because they're always going to get taken out. Okay. Okay, moving on, moving on. Awesome. Yeah, I can definitely wholeheartedly say that I would recommend this game. If anyone would be influenced by me telling anything about anything, then this is definitely something that I would recommend picking up, because I still need to check the price on Steam, which I haven't. I just picked up the game a couple days ago, weeks ago, I'm not even sure. It's been a while that I wanted to try this out. I still need to check like how much this game is without any discounts. But if it's anything around, you know, even 30 euros, $30, then I would say this is definitely worth picking up, because I can see a whole lot of potential in putting hundreds of hours into this. And we already checked out the survival mode, by the way, so that's even more significant, you know. It also has a campaign and some other modes that we haven't checked out. Okay, let's go over here. Turn down the game volume just a little bit, because I felt like I was a little bit too quiet compared to the game. It happens. Quarry? No. Sawmill? Yes. Okay, that's a good amount of wood coming from that location. I kind of feel like we have enough units to just continuously push this entire map. At least that's what it feels like currently. And we're also making a good amount of resources. Oh, I once again double clicked. Yeah, that is going to be a problem. Like, I don't think there's an option to turn that off. Controls, maybe here. Bears of the colony, repair all, show live bars. Menu. What? Flat mode, select army. Energy supply. Category. Yeah, so these are the categories, so these are the hotkeys when you have the command center selected. This is great, like show live bar menu. What? The menu key? What's the menu key? Okay. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a way to... This seems like it's a quite bare bones, actually, the game options. Like, that could easily be added in there in the future. Okay. Because this barracks I definitely don't want to send over there. It might run into a bunch of infected. Okay. Of course, we kind of need to backtrack a little bit, just in case we don't leave anything unprotected. Because we can keep pushing. That's fine. But let's not keep anything undefended. We can Tesla tower this. Also. Coming from the east. That's exactly where we are. Shit. Okay, now once again, the ultimate question is where are they going to come from? The east, that's fine, but down here, up here, can they take wood lines, or are they allergic to wood lines? Lots of questions. So I don't really know where to build up the defenses. So it could very well be from this position. And we can start building defenses and then we'll see.
Building complete.
Yeah, because that's where they're spawning from. At least they're spawning from quite a distance away. That's at least good. I'm not sure if that's intentional or that is actually a, you know, like a balancing thing, that you should be mindful of your resources enough to be able to build your entire defense when they appear. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm not sure if that's intentional. Unfortunately, this corner wasn't tested. Okay, let's grab a few great ballistas. Well, one great ballista. Okay, then let's grab a few more towers. Yep, big chunk is coming in. Okay, let's fall back as much as we can. Target the highest level. I think I'm going to target that because that will hopefully take out the big dudes. Okay, Lucifer in action, check that out. Yeah, so we were extremely late to the party with preparing this bit of defense. Lucifer is a good tank, by the way. Okay, now another kind of question that I have is whether if they spawn from a particular direction, like for example, this was east. Is it always going to be this position if they come from the east? Because I'm pretty sure the previous one was from the south and that came from here. North always came from this position, unsurprisingly, I guess. And by the way, yes, we can upgrade the wood walls to stone walls. That's nice. So is east always going to be this? Because then yes, we can prepare. In that case, it's already the first round of defense is going to be annoying, I guess, to hold off. That is to be seen. We are going to leave these guys in these towers. Oh, and we have a few towers, by the way. Okay. I mean, we could probably put the snipers in here. It's probably a good idea. And then some soldiers over there. Maybe in terms of dealing with the AoE, we should focus on ballistas. Okay. Well, I actually just realized a small thing would be a nice improvement. Hold on, let me just write this down as well. It's not that big of a deal. So which is essentially not sending more units to the towers if they don't fit. So for example, if I select 100 soldiers and right click a tower, then all the 100 soldiers are going to run to the tower, even though only 4 of them is actually going to fit. So it would be nice if it just, you know, took enough units that are just enough for that particular use case. It's also not the end of the world, but it would be a nice little feature. Okay, so we just don't have we don't have enough stone. Okay, this is, we'll figure out. I think that's a little bit of stone and a little bit of iron. Okay, iron wise is actually doing very fantastic. Good. And gold wise, so I guess we should probably just buy, no? Yeah, just buy a bunch of stone. Yeah, I should get into the habit. Shit. Somewhere I wanted to put that. Or maybe... Oh yeah, because that's blocking free access. Okay, makes sense. Perfect. Let's upgrade as much as we can. Not all that much, because we are lacking... Yeah, we're lacking stone. But I guess we can still buy a little bit of stone. Even more stone. Okay, now we're gonna have a ton of gold. And plus this location over here can be built up. Yeah, 1 and 1. Okay, not surprising. And we still, yeah, we have so much potential right now with this map clearance. So that is covered by machine guns. Like I said, one of the big questions is, do we only have to focus on this position in the future or not? I'm going to leave a few soldiers next to the Tesla Tower. There is a very interesting and I would say very good game mechanic, even though it's kind of annoying, as soon as they infect something, then a bunch of infected are going to spawn out of that. But it does give you an extra layer of awareness of where to defend, because it's not no longer just the case of, okay, they might you know, one infected gets through and one infected is going to start hitting your buildings, and then you can easily resolve that problem by just you know, building a few units or sending a few units in that position. No, because here, even if one of them get through, you know, they're going to just start infecting the buildings, and that will suddenly turn into 5 infected, and that will probably snowball into something crazy, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see that eventually once they break through our defenses. Okay, so that is no longer testable, which is interesting because this down here is.
At your service.
Yeah, this is something I still don't understand.
Building complete.
Like, this entire position can be Tesla towered up, but this, I guess, I mean, at this one we can probably just call this spawning area, and also down here it's probably a spawning area. Cannot be. I mean, this is 1 energy, 10 iron. I mean, this is practically for free. This isn't necessarily that big of a deal to just build a bunch of machine guns. Maybe even some great ballistas, although there's probably going to be... Yes, so once again, these are spawning. So we're just going to chill over here until these machine guns go up, and maybe even put down a few wooden walls. The building is amazing. Like this, just dragging and building several layers of walls with such ease is perfect. Very nice. Yep, and now everything is just up, except these guys are... Ouch, they are stuck. Okay, I don't like that all that much. If you just can get stuck that easily. Okay, and now this is going to be secret. Like I said, I don't know if they're going to... Wait. Yes, I do, because this is where the southern wave spawned from, no? And they walked around to this position. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is actually where the southern gang spawned from. And now they're going to be aggroed onto this position, which is a little bit awkward. So I think... You know what, I'm just going to take a chance in this regard. And just build this up. That matches my theory. Mo farms. 60 food. That's fantastic. Okay, 60 food, and we can continue building a lot more, or upgrading a lot more of these cottages. Cottages. Okay, let's push this. So this is already secured if, like I said, my theory holds. Now this is beautiful. Probably would be even more beautiful if I would... Wait, is this oil? No, that's just a cliff.
Building complete.
Okay. Oh yeah, and speaking of, let's grab the foundry. And let's see if we can get some upgrades from that.
Building completed.
Okay, some more Tesla towers.
Building complete.
It's once again close to the edge of the map, so I would assume that soon we are going to be logged in. Cannot expand any further.
Building completed.
Although, I mean, the problem is, based on my theory, this could potentially be a spawner for the western wave. Because I don't think they ever came from the west. Shit. Oh, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Let's put a few ballista towers over here. Let's put a few machine gun towers in front of it. Let's put a lot of machine gun towers in front of it. And then I think we're just going to put a bunch of normal towers, which cannot be placed right next to each other. And those normal towers are going to hold snipers in the future. Yeah, because it never came from the west. Just gave that a thought. Okay, so this is the 3 layers of walls, which are the max. Okay, well, this is not really my proudest of defenses. The other ones I'm a lot more proud of. Then these. Yeah, so like that's also... But I mean, everything cannot be from the east and the southern, so...
Search finished.
Somewhere my initial theory is going to break. Okay, so let's see, when is the foundry? Foundry is done. It's got the stone tower. It's got the stakes trap. Okay, and let's see. Foundry will require 50 stone. I think we can get away with exchanging some resources for that purpose. And now we can. Now we don't have enough gold, so that wasn't all that good of an idea. What is this? Tavern of Doom. This building was a fun meeting point a long time ago. Now it's an infested nest. Oh yes, it is. I was reading the text, and now the infested are coming out of it. Indefinitely. That's a good farm, I guess, for our units.
Orders, sir.
Getting them to veteran. Yeah, just like that. Okay, then just chill out over there, guys, and get some XP. Good idea. Okay, we have the foundry.
Infected are on their way. They are
Coming
approaching from the south.
Yeah, so now the south is... Oh, we actually took out the Tavern of Doom. Okay, let's just get out of here. So they're coming from the south. So it could be from here. But we don't have towers, by the way. Also don't really have units in general. Let's grab some snipers. Okay, Lucifer. No, it's actually now spawning from here. Oh, I just hope that it's actually not just going to spawn from there, but also, you know, ending up in this position. Okay, that I definitely need to figure out. Let's grab the wasp turret. Let's focus on the highest level with the towers. Those are probably gonna be the big dudes. Let's load the tower with some snipers.
Waiting on orders.
Okay, once the machine guns go up, I think we're gonna be in good position. Let's put another sniper over there. Keep exchanging these. Highest level, highest level, highest level. Yes. Machine gun time, perfect. You guys can just... Okay, so now this was the spawn, but they still came from the same... So they go for the same location, but the spawning now was different, because I'm pretty sure that last time the southern wave came from the edge somewhere. Okay, so these walls are kind of holding. But in the long run, it's not going to be enough. Okay, there's really no reason to have rangers anymore. Those were our legacy units.
Is everything okay?
Okay, victory music, let's go. Okay, I wonder if these stone towers will actually be able to hold more units. Let's see, let's experiment. Also, let's rebuild these. So, I mean, it's still very difficult to say whether my initial theory was correct. Like, are they never going to come from this position? I don't know. Okay, let's check out the foundry. Hold on, I need to drink. This is a lot of talking. Dude, I was recording for more than 2 hours. Now that is an indication that this game is amazing. I didn't even realize it's been that long. Advanced quarry. Collects minerals like so on and so forth. It can produce twice the amount of minerals than basic quarries. Okay. Advanced farm. So this is, I assume, is the upgrade of farms. Advanced mill is going to be the upgrade of mills. Oil platform. Now that's what I meant. Now the only question is, if I research this, will that actually reveal the oil, or we can just gather oil from any location using the oil foundry? Radar tower. Watches the surrounding area and alerts from nearby enemies and other threats. Radar towers have a greater range of vision than what? Wire fence trap. Sets a strong barbed wire fence that will cause damage to the nearby enemies and will make them walk slower. Okay, so it's kind of the upgraded version of the other trap that we have. Executor. Attack tower. Attacks nearby enemies, inflicting massive damage with an area effect area of 0.6 cells radius. Okay. The lightning spire. This, I don't know what that word is. A structure reaches towards the sky, capturing the energy from lightning for the colony. In addition, it extends the power supply, acting as a huge Tesla tower. Holy shit. Okay. 8,000 gold. Okay. Engineering center assembles and trains the most sophisticated units: Mutant, Thanatos, Titan, and Lucifer. We can build Lucifers. We can train more Lucifers. And 4 other... That's insane, bro. And the Atlas Transmutator. No one knows how it works, but this extraordinary and smoky metal spawn is capable of transforming common materials into precious oil. Dude. Hold on a minute. I'm still not sure. Okay, so then this doesn't actually give us more units. I still don't know what this means. Like, is this actually going to transform all of our units? The Academy of Immortals, is this actually going to transform all of our units to veterans, and future units will always be veterans? Difficult to say. Okay, let's upgrade. We can upgrade because we don't have energy. Shit. Okay, we need to build a bunch of energy. Power plant. So this is where I started building up our power plant situation. Not enough resources. Okay. Now we do have enough resources. But I'm not sure. Is that not Tesla towered? Yeah, that is the problem. Okay. Okay, so we can continue building some power plants in this position. And all the other positions. Okay, nice. Yeah, stone. Okay, so maybe advanced quarry. But I just really want to see what this oil platform is about.
Attention.
Okay, oil platform generates oil, must be placed over an oil pool, so there actually is an oil pool somewhere.
Building completed.
Wait, could this actually be it? I don't think so. No, that's just or maybe that's it. But I don't know. We need to be able to. So this is definitely not it. No, this actually is the steaming. That is actually it. Okay, so that's gonna be 10. We have seen another one of these. Hold on, where was it?
Building completed.
Oh man, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure we've seen another one. That wasn't just... Yeah, here. Not enough... Okay, we don't have enough resources because we need more workers. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, nice. Nice. Let's grab more of these. Okay, we can continue machine gunning up this area, actually. It's good against smaller enemies. Okay, that's a colonist running through the mountain. Nice. Okay, still a lot of questions left. We're slowly but surely figuring it out. Better quarries, absolutely. But I'm really... Wait, which one was the one that... Yeah, engineering center. Now that is something that we need. I want to check out those units. Okay, so this cannot be fully Tesla towered.
Do you need me? Is everything okay?
This is still questionable, right? Where the western position is. Because we really haven't seen anyone from the west. The fact that we got this Lucifer this early was huge. Because of the amount of damage that it can deal. And how late we would be otherwise be able to get it. Okay, bank. Let's grab a bank. Why? Okay, that makes sense. I cannot build it over there. So close to other buildings. Okay, so in general it cannot be built so close to other buildings. That's good enough, I would say. That's a good position for a bank. Okay, even that Hunter Cottage is now pathetic. Okay, now we're gonna have a ton of Lucifers once this is done. Okay, and here... Yeah, so these really big structures, these main structures costing several thousands of gold, are the ones we still have left from the wood workshop. From the stone workshop, let's grab shocking tower. So this is a big structure, and then landmine. And then from there, we only need to check out the foundry upgrades. Okay. Oh, so you can build it directly from here. That's interesting.
Building completed.
This technology requires to have already built the building. Okay, so we actually do need to build the building. Where's Lucifer? Wait. Engineering center. Okay, we need more workers for that.
Attention. Building completed.
Okay, where would be a good position to build more colonist buildings? I think over here. We need more resources. Yes, we need more stone. Okay. Yep. Soldier is now veteran.
It's a nice day to die.
Man, the sniper voice acting is amazing. Yeah, so this radius, man, this is what I'm talking about. This radius should need to be able to be toggled. That's all I'm asking for.
Search finished.
I need to kill something.
So the reason I didn't push the south and west, or southwest, for that matter, is because we cannot build anything there. So it probably doesn't make sense to push that. Okay, let's grab the rangers just to hold this position. Let's see what else we can find. It's a burning truck. Okay, so we need the engineering center, which is this one. I wonder if this is actually like an advanced barracks or something. Okay, let's grab the landmine and then we're done with the stone workshop. Okay, engineering center, good. Advanced quarry, sure. Oh, that's more food, fantastic. One of foods, so that's also a position for oil. By the way, speaking of, yeah, warehouse. I think I'm just gonna build a warehouse.
Our soldiers are in trouble.
Nah, I don't think so. Okay, got pooked. Nice. So, engineering center will go up. Almost done. Cannot wait.
Attention. Building
Yeah,
completed.
train Lucifer. Okay, so Lucifer gets... There's already a command in
Building
progress.
completed.
Okay. Thanatos. 2000. Yeah, this is a little bit confusing. Why is Lucifer the only one in here? And why are the other ones in here?
Technology research.
Or are these, wait, are these like future researches?
Attention.
For example, this one. Yeah, it's researching. Okay, so not only, so first you gotta research the engineering center, then you gotta actually research the units, and then you can build the units. So based on that, you know, getting Lucifer that early on is insane. How much effort is all this? 2 stone, meh.
A horde of infected are on their way.
From the east again. Okay, so now this east is going to be a... Well, it might even be a big-ass problem. Well, let's assume... Landmine, okay. Let's assume that once again it's going to be from here.
Building
And then watch them spawn over here, then run back, run around. Okay, we have another Lucifer. And indeed, they actually did spawn from there.
building completed.
Or will spawn from there. And what if I don't aggro them with these buildings? Are they actually going to take the other way around? Or it doesn't matter because they're going to come down here.
He is under attack.
So they infected those, that makes sense. Thanatos, okay. No, they are going around. Okay, I'm gonna station a few guys over here. So yes, the wave locations do seem to be fixed. But I assume if we were to just aggro them over here, like I didn't remove those buildings, then I'm pretty sure they would have actually started running down here. Okay, well, I guess yeah, sure, the game has to keep it possible for the enemy waves to spawn, I guess. That would be kind of... I'm not sure if it would be cheap to just be able to, you know, completely clear the map and then suddenly they don't have a chance to spawn. That would be a little bit cheap, in my opinion. Just thinking about it. Unload all units. Yeah, and then unload in the snipers. Soldiers, get out of the way. Snipers, get in. Good. Okay, big damage. Though we could probably use a few more. Like a shocking tower, for example. Shocking tower right against the walls. Attacks nearby enemies generating. Okay, so I don't know if this is actually an AoE tower. Okay, and by the way, the foundry doesn't seem to have any better walls. Okay, so that means this is the best walls we're gonna have. Mm-hmm. That's a gate. Okay. Oh, and this is this one. Thanatos is a powerful rocket launcher with a very long range. Good, because we can put that behind walls. It can annihilate dozens of infected people with a single shot. When enemies are too close, Thanatos will fight face to face. That is crazy. Okay, let's research the other ones. Mutant and Titan. Let's check out the Titan. Okay, so because they spawn over here, that means we cannot really build up this position either. Right? Because we cannot build Tesla towers, well, we cannot have an influence of Tesla towers over here. So that means we cannot build defenses camping the spawn locations. But that means, but that also kind of means that we are losing out on all these resources that are close to the spawn points. Like, for example, down here. These we physically cannot grab because we cannot put our energy influence in that location. I mean, I'm not sure I like it. They spawn over here, so technically we could build a defensive line over here, and that way we would have access to these resources. I mean, yes, that does make sense to do that. And we could even demolish everything and just move everything forward.
Roger that.
Let's just, you know, attack, move, and see what all these units are about. Okay, let's see this rocket launcher. Yeah, there is a rocket launcher for sure. Didn't really have the opportunity to fire it off. Okay, let's see. Okay. Slow as hell. Probably insane AoE.
Let's put this awesome body to use.
Okay, so yeah, down here definitely is a defensive line question, except for this one, because this we have no way of actually defending this particular quarry. What is this stopping? Okay, so stopping a quarry actually does give us back some energy, which means we can in fact get out of that loop that I was talking about. Because then we could just stop a few of the quarries, maybe even saw mills. Hold on. Yes, okay, so that's how you can temporarily get back some of that energy, and that will get you out of that loop that I was talking about earlier. Okay, nice. Well, that is fantastic. The only problem is some of them actually came from this position. So I guess we can Tesla tower this and maybe Tesla tower from there, and I want to grab that iron. Although we're maxed out on everything all the damn time. Okay, warehouse. Into more warehouse. Into even more warehouse. And one more over here wouldn't hurt. Okay. Good. What about the Titan? Titan. Okay. Yeah, so the stone tower doesn't seem to be able to hold more units. At least it doesn't look like it. I'm going to grab these 3 barracks. and just build a few snipers. Because at this point, I think we need to hand off the AoE damage to actual defensive structures. Maybe a shocking tower heal here. You know, like layering the defense sort of thing. Okay, maybe another Tesla tower somewhere.
Sniper is ready.
Okay, we don't really have a better position for this Tesla tower. Okay, check out the Titan.
The world looks so tiny from up here.
Okay, I'll be honest, it wasn't the voice acting I was expecting a Titan to have.
Jolly good.
This gentleman pilots a formidable killing machine. It has an ultra-fast burst shot and a wide aerial effect. Order him to chase infected and enjoy the show. Okay, nice. It's mutant.
What can I do?
It's got the mutant as well.
Sniper is
Oh
ready.
dear.
Building
Yes.
completed.
Indeed. Yes. Oh dear. Hello. Jolly
Okay,
good.
that's kind of funny. Nice. Let's see it in action.
Oh dear.
Let's see it in action and enjoy the show. Okay, researching the mutant. That's going to be the next one. Enough resources, yeah. I mean, it's not. They're not that expensive, to be honest.
Excuse me?
Sniper is ready.
Getting the Lucifer in like 2 minutes is insane.
Oh dear. Indeed. Jolly
Nice.
good. Oh hello.
Oh, now we definitely need to come down here and just grab all these resources. And we could probably get away with the advanced scores that we already have, by the way. Energy and oil. Okay, so we're out of energy again. Power plant. Let's see. Where was our main power location? Over here. Not enough resources. Okay, what do we need for this? Let me guess. No, it's workers this time around. Okay. Okay, that's fine. A lot of workers, and then we need to also get a little bit of food in the future.
Dear. Hello. Excuse me?
Okay, that's ridiculous. Nice. Get some Thanatos and... Thanatos or I don't know, man. I don't know. Also problems with these English stuff.
Ready and cool.
Is it tea
Damn
time
it.
already?
I'm the freaking boss.
Good morning, sir.
Attention.
And then the mutant.
Hello.
I assume the mutant is going to be like a tank
Good
kind of
morning,
unit.
sir. Is it tea time already?
Cool day to blow up things. Building completed.
Is it tea time already? Okay, wait. Not dude, sir. Okay, sir.
Autograph.
Indeed. Oh,
Okay, let's just see.
hello. Yes.
I wonder, like, when is this actually going to end?
Attention. Technology
'Cause
research.
it said in the beginning how many days we need to survive, and by the way, this is closed up. Well, no, it's not closed up because of that resource
Oh, dear.
deposit over there.
At your service. Let's go.
Okay. Okay, mutant. Oil production is too low to maintain this unit because it needs 5 oil in production. Holy shit.
Smashed it last night.
That's disgusting, dude.
Skull.
5 oil in production? Oh, check that out. Smart. So you cannot put the energy across mountains, for example. Like, I was about to jinx this by putting a Tesla tower over here and then one on the other side. Coming from the west. Okay, hold on a minute. This is the first time they're actually coming from the west, so we don't know where they're going to come from.
Interesting. Let's go.
And all of our units are out of position, by the way. All of our main units.
Sounds good.
Okay. I mean, we could just, you know, at this point, have all of our barracks report to the same position. So I assume, based on what we have seen so far, is that this is actually going to be the western location, you know, because all of this is And it's not the western location, because the western location is...
Sniper is ready.
But they cannot get over here, because here we have mountains. So it's actually going to be the northern location then, no? Well, there's not many other options. Hello, good sir. Yeah, I don't know. We don't need these hunter cottages anymore, definitely. Yeah, it is. And here we're not actually prepared. Okay. Well, we have a lot of these in the towers. On the other side of all this. I mean, if we can have our elites going up there. For example, the good sir, the Titan. Yeah, because because this is actually closed up. We could have spared a lot of time. Okay. Nice. Yes, they are breaking through here. Now the rocket launcher guys are going to come in. And more snipers. Yeah, I think snipers in towers is actually the way to go. Not soldiers in towers.
Is everything okay?
Where's the rest of our army? Oh, I just rallied them over here. Okay, my bad. Big bad. Oh, and now they're infected. So this is what I meant, is that it will start snowballing very quickly if they get inside. Because now they're going to infect this one. Well, not really. But that would have happened. Okay. So this was also... Okay. Yeah, usually when I do these first impressions, there's like an obvious end to this. But problem is I don't remember how many days we need to survive, if the game has even told us. So I think I'm going to cut it over here, because I also feel like we have seen what we have to see, and that is that the game is... You guys were absolutely right. This is amazing. Fantastic, like post-apocalyptic survival-based building game. I'm going to be back in just a second and gather my thoughts and do like a comprehensive summary with all the things that I also didn't necessarily like about it, but also what I absolutely did. So give me just a second and I'll be right back. Okay, so we'll do a quick summary of They Are Billions after, man, it's almost been 3-hour long recording session. I'm basically losing my voice, my throat hurts, everything is insane. But the game itself, I mean, that should just tell you a lot of things, that I was here recording for 3 hours and barely even noticed it. You're right. Like I've played games before on this channel, even doing these first impressions where I was like, okay, this is good after like 1 or 2 hours, but it should probably end at this point because I'm not enjoying it all that much, at least the initial things. Here I just went on for almost 3 hours, and I think that should definitely tell you a lot of things, especially that this game is amazing. So definitely you guys were extremely correct. And thank you very much for this recommendation, because it is a fantastic post-apocalyptic survival game. Now, a couple of things, you know what, let's just jump into what I would improve and what I didn't quite like all that much. First of all, hotkeys and just general things in terms of controls. Like hotkeys is still something that I would love to see. We do have, you know, hotkeys for these categories over here. Let me just pull this up. So we do have categories for colonist building, so on and so forth. But the fact that we don't have hotkeys within them is, you know, it's not the best. And I would expect an RTS game of any kind to have fully fledged hotkeys all across the board. This is the same criticism that I gave for From Glory to Goo as well, which is there we also don't have hotkeys for anything, literally. So yeah, that's definitely something that we need. It's good that we at least have some make sense hotkeys, you know, like attack, moving, patrolling. Chasing is actually something I haven't even used. This unit will search and attack enemies on the map. Okay, so that's literally just automatic scouting with attacking the enemies. Okay, so that's also interesting. Holy shit! So we don't have to manually focus on moving them. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, hotkeys. Just to get back onto the subject, hotkeys for everything, that would be amazing. In terms of hotkeys, what I would also like to see is what I've mentioned throughout this game is seeing the radius of some of these buildings, especially when it's as important as, for example, not building on top of the hunter cottage, because that will take away some of the food that it does. So for example, this was probably like 15 food before I put a Tesla tower right next to it. And the problem is it doesn't show up when you're building a building. So for example, if I were to, select Tesla tower, I have no way of knowing if I build it, for example, over here, whether it will affect anything. So that's why it would be nice to at least toggle that with a hotkey, or just, in general, popping it up. Like, for example, if I select a building to be built, then just immediately pop up all the ranges of all the other buildings that might be affected by me putting down the building in particular locations. What else? Same kind of thing, I would say, for unit ranges, and especially defensive building ranges. Like, for example, I still have no way of telling where this wood tower is going to attack. I have absolutely no way of telling, like, what is the range on this wood tower. I do have kind of like, for example, this one. Like, this is what I don't understand, is that the Great Ballista, the Wasp, and I assume that our shock tower as well. Yeah, so basically every defensive structure that is not a wooden tower shows us its range, but the wooden tower does not. Even if I want to construct it. So that I would definitely want to see, or maybe even toggle that's the same way as Supreme Commander does, by, you click a button and then every single unit's radius or area of effect will be shown to you. So, if I were to press Alt or whatever, that will display the range of this tower and all the other towers, including all these other units. Like, for example, the Thanatos, which has the rocket launcher. I would love to see the range on this guy as well, not just randomly figuring it out as we go. So those are the things that I would say probably those were the most annoying throughout this first impressions, and I would love to see those changed. Queuing up researches is the next one I have on my list, which is, like I said during the game, if you have the ability, hold on, let me just find something that has some more meaningful researches. Well, so for example, these. So let's say I have enough gold and I do to queue up all these researches. I cannot, because once I start researching, I don't have the opportunity to queue up the next researches. Now, this is something that From Glory to Goo, for example, put in just recently, which is the ability to queue up researches. And I think that's a fantastic choice, because me as a player should be the one deciding if I want to pre-spend all of my gold on these researches. So, for example, if I were to be able to queue up the advanced mill, the radar tower, and fence trap, then, these would total up to around 2,400, 3,300 gold. That would be deducted from my gold amount, but they would be queued up. So just like as units, the way you queue up units is you immediately lose the resources that unit's construction would need. And I would love to see those for researches as well, because it's not the best that I need to go back every time and just see whether the research is completed or not, and then queue up the next one. So I think that's a good improvement that could be added. Little things, yeah, these are actually very little things. Like, for example, when you're putting units inside defensive structures. So let me just show you what I mean. So for example, I have all these 31 soldiers selected. If I send them to the tower, even though only 4 of them can actually get into the tower, all 31 will start gathering around it. I think it's a much better system that many other games do. Age of Darkness, for example, that's something we play on this channel. I'm not sure if the From Glory to Goo bunkers do it the same way, so I don't want to bring that as an example, but Age of Darkness towers is a perfect example, is that only those X amount of units will be selected from the pool of units and sent to the tower. So in this case, what would have happened if there was a system in place, is that only 4 soldiers would be sent to that tower, and all the other soldiers would still remain selected and stayed in their position, which is over here. So that's something, that's a small thing, but it would be nice, because if you're moving units from all across the map, then you probably don't want to move 1,000 units across the map, only that 4 that you want to put into towers. But this is generally not as big as the lack of hotkeys and the area of effect, building area of effect, and so on and so forth. Excuse me, I'm really losing my voice, holy shit. Okay. Also wrote up some things. Another minor thing is restarting the game every time you change something in the settings. That's pretty old school. Not the end of the world, because once you have your settings done, then you probably aren't going to change them in the future. So that's why I said it's not that big of a deal. It was just a little bit interesting to see in 2026 that happening in general. Now, a few things. Well, one of the things is not having tutorials. Tutorials is always something that I look forward to in games, because it really helps newer players get on track with these titles. Here it would also be nice. Would have been nice for me in this particular first impression to also have some tutorials. I think I picked it up quite fast, but the reason is because I've played a few of these kinds of games, so I was able to, make some comparisons to what's happening over here and or what's happening in those games, and how does those same situations happen in this game. And I think that's the reason why I was able to pick it up quite quickly, I believe. But if someone is completely new to these kind of survival games and they jump into a game of They Are Billions, then they probably would be a little bit lost in what to do. What's all this colonist worker stuff? Like, why is food production not gradually increasing like gold, wood, and so on and so forth? That is why a general tutorial would be nice, which I actually want to see. Just give me a second, because I really don't want to say something that's actually in the game. I just haven't found it. Okay, so I just load back. Let's do a new game, survival game. Survival. We already have a game called Survival. It's called Survival 2. Okay, so I went with the defaults. So this is the default configuration that you would see, and there's no tick box or check box for a tutorial. So I guess. Oh, and by the way, game duration is 100. Okay, so actually we only had to survive for 8 more days. Oh, damn. Unlucky. So because I stopped playing because I didn't remember that this was set to 100 days, but okay. Did we have it set to 100 days? Because there's only one more, which is 80 days. Okay, whatever, that's beside the point. So I think it's safe to say at this point that there's no tutorial, and there's also no general tutorial in the game. So that is that's definitely not the best, because I do like it when, and the same goes for like web applications and all that, if there's like a comprehensive onboarding or tutorial of showing new players what the game is about and how to play the game. So there's definitely something I would put in. And other than this, I wrote 2 things. One is factions, because there don't seem to be any, unless I haven't been in contact with them just yet. And by that I mean I haven't unlocked them through playing the game. I'm not sure. But there don't seem to be any factions. And also the enemy variety is is an interesting one, because on the map, well, I've kind of cleared like half of the map, and we've only seen these running zombie-like creatures. Now during the waves we have seen the big dudes, so that's at least an interesting variety. But yeah, so it seems like the enemy variety is a little bit lackluster, and I think I would love to see more types of enemies. Even maybe going as crazy as like flying units that can only be attacked by maybe soldiers and snipers and rangers, but not these more elite units like the Thanatos, and definitely not the Lucifer with its flamethrower. And by the way, I was incorrect. We're at day 80, and the next wave is going to be at 92. Okay, so we need to survive for 20 more in-game days to beat this. Okay. But yeah, these are just improvements that are just my opinion. Overall, it doesn't take anything away from the fact that this is an amazing game, and I already enjoyed this 3 hours or yeah, exactly 3 hours. Let me just check one more thing, which is the pricing of it. Yeah, so it's 30 euros, so that means it's $30. Yeah, I mean, the amount of content and replayability it provides. So just going back to the main menu, it does have a campaign, it does have this survival mode, and I think the survival mode alone would be enough to put like 100 hours into this game easily. But there's also a campaign, which I'm always worried about campaigns in these survival games, so I'm not going to say that that's definitely a good thing, or that it's a good campaign. Also, challenge of the week, which the community challenge allows you to compete with all They Are Billions players on the same survival map. Okay, that's actually an interesting little idea. So we all get the same map and see who does best. Okay. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Then we have custom level, which I assume are workshop. Yes, here you can play levels created by the community. The list will show all the levels you are subscribed to. Visit the They Are Billions workshop to add more levels. Okay, so there's some form of modding capability in the game. Not sure if how extensive it is. But I mean, the survival mode alone, as I mentioned, it would probably be enough for me to put at least 100 hours into it. Seeing as though how many map types there are. For example, we're on the Deep Forest because this was the only one unlocked, but we also have other map types. What I don't know is, and that's entirely on me, so this is not in the game, but from Glory to Goose, different maps also contain different features of features in the maps. So for example, tribal system or whatever, weather kind related effects. So I don't know if that's the case here as well. That, for example, the Dark Moorland will contain something special, or it just looks different, or maybe even have different enemies. That's also a possibility, I just didn't get there. But if any of that is in play, then definitely there's a whole bunch of replayability. But, you know, even with one map type, I'm pretty sure you can spend a whole bunch of time having a great time. And by the way, what I want to see, actually, based on that, are these maps randomly generated? I assume they are. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to be the same map as we started previously. Yes, because we definitely didn't have any water-based stuff next to us, and this. Okay, so it is randomly generated maps. That means already means a bunch of replayability, and I love it when games do random generated maps, because that just adds a whole lot of, you know, Age of Empires random maps, any other random maps, just adds to the replayability by bunch. So yeah, I'm really about to lose my voice, so I'm gonna be peacing out here. Thank you guys very much for watching this. I did enjoy this, definitely. I'm not gonna give any promises of whether I'm going to return to this game on the channel, because I always give promises for series, and there's a lot of series that I wanna get back into and maybe even introduce. But regardless of whether I return with this game or not, this is a fantastic game, and if you can, then definitely pick it up. Maybe at a discount, maybe 30 euros. I mean, it really depends for each individual, right? How much of that is worth. Maybe at a discount, pick it up, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a fantastic time. I sure did in these 3 hours. And thank you guys very much for watching once again, and I'll see you in the next one.